really we're attacking women. We're saying if you look like this as a woman, you can play, right? Because then we're attacking women by standing up for women. What do you make of that statement? I personally, of course, I agree that there should not be violence and that stuff. And I think that allowing that is 100% taking away our privacy and safety and fairness. Yeah, no doubt about it. And, Ella, I saw something in the notes, and you said you want more celebrities to stand up. I agree with you. And you looked for Title IX in single digits, the number of young women in high school sports. It is now close to 45%. What's your message to other celebrities out there who might be thinking about speaking up on this? Don't be afraid to speak up. And there's a lot of people already looking up to you and that agree with you and who support you. And I think it makes me look up to more hearing that you stand up for young girls like me. Yeah, and Briley, your message to women in sports who might be looking at Riley Gaines and saying, it may be time for me to speak out. Riley Gaines, of course, a hero in this field. And she did it back when virtually no one. Yeah, I think that as the people who are more well known and making it 10 times more inspiring, and it's encouraging me and a lot of other female athletes to speak out and just hope and I pray that more will contribute and
Good
continue.
morning, Ed.
And
Training this most Democrats will anywhere. That's a non-issue. Just say it's
Good morning, Ed.
Simple, that huge problem back. Democrat, Massachusetts, yeah, I don't think it's right. So now he's afraid to bring it.
and to hear that women are harassed, 80%.
Yeah, went out. Yeah, they're very brave. I mean, I'm sure they're going to get press release too. Oh, no.
I hope not either because 80%. This is an issue.
It's an 80-20 issue.
Yeah.
Well, answer what your press release is.
Number two. For American service members. And now, a new front in the showdown with the moving. One of Iran's most powerful proxies, the Houthis, are claiming strikes on two Saudi tankers in the Red Sea. This is the first kind of attacks the terror group announced a blockade aimed at Saudi Arabia.
So that months ago, President Trump addressing the Houthis' aggression in a Truth Social post. Here is half of it in part saying, please let this truth serve to represent that if they do this again, the U.S. will. And that the Houthis are a surrogate and a proxy of Iran, and major military punishment will be inflicted upon Iran. Of course, the Houthis themselves, who I am very disappointed with, and that they have very the Malik says the President issued that new point. He says if Houthi forces attack additional vessels, then both Iran and the
Okay, I'm back. Yes, Ed, it is kind of cool this morning, which is fine, because I don't like it hot, hot, hot.
Middle East remain his people ready. Remember, President Trump on Wednesday flew to Iran, saying the United States would target one branch or power plant anytime Iran shoots at a ship in the Straits. The president spoke yesterday from Georgia about the ongoing conflict and the actions of Iranian officials.
Brenda, good morning. Good morning.
Cities across the country have opened public bomb shelters in preparation for the possibility of incoming Iranian-missile fire. Shannon?
Thanks to you and your team always, Trevor, keeping us updated. Thank you.
So let's get some. Sir, thanks for coming. We looked overnight. You were first time during this time. Also,
Oh, good, Ed. That sounds great. So you're getting some of your flexibility back in your knee. Good, good.
Today, until the United States launched a sustained campaign to reduce their capability in community
All right.
Hey, Logan. Good morning.
Considered as legitimate targets. They may have multiple insights that respond. What do they have left? We continue to see these ballistic missiles go out. We know that they reach farther than we had estimated before this current conflict erupted. You talk about the fact that we can have overall against them. Are we in some ways pulling punches?
Well, it's tall talk from someone who's calling from a strike that killed their supreme leader, saying in a period of time 40% of them lost their faith. So I don't know exactly how much capacity they have. They certainly can't defend themselves. Do they have launchers? Ballistic missiles left? Yes, because unfortunately, previous diplomatic agreements allowed them to expand their program at an exponential rate. That's been reversed. And so no system is 100% perfect, and so the occasional missile could and has gotten through. But the good news is that they have far less capacity to do so. The United States definitely has the capability, certainly in Israel, would accelerate it even further should Iran continue to expand the scope of the conflict. But I think the good news is that they have the capability.
you were part of the. I think civil nuclear program.
That's right, Ed.
What you
Can't now criticize the activity. So I think this is good news for the region. I think ultimately do that. That's exactly what the president said.
Hey, do you see any trouble with this deal coming together? Do you see for congressional review and any trouble you see getting it?
we 2/3 sober, so I think, and as long as it's conditional upon joining the agreement, I don't think it's a problem.
Last point, direct flights to the United States and Lebanon haven't happened in years, the president announced. Is Lebanon gonna sign this deal?
They might, but the freedom of service, capable, no. When ports and airports, so direct flights are gonna be contingent upon security measures that would exclude them from a traditional source of revenue. It'll be interesting. The government of Lebanon and it'd be good news if they.
Well, Logan, let's hope it all goes well. You can get your pool reinstalled and move on.
You know,
So Brenda, what's new with you down in Florida? Everything good, I hope.
this internal conflict between the party's moderate and progressive wing. Now, this University of New Hampshire poll shows Fox Ocasio-Cortez leading a field of potential Democratic presidential candidates. She stands at 22%, with former Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg at a close second with 21%. Notably, former Vice President Kamala Harris falls far behind with 5% support. AOC has been outspoken about the need for change.
We're hanging in there. Boone is hanging in. Always in and out, into the front room, out the back door, in the front room, out the back door. Yeah, Logan, how big is your pool? Is it an 18 round or is it 24 foot around? Hey, Jim, good morning.
Which states off the 2020 primary? Hampshire is one of the 12 states vying for a spot, and that order is crucial as winning candidates enjoy momentum, so AOC could see a boost in the Granite State. Should note, though, that it is still early and the Congresswoman has not mentioned her political plans. We're watching closely. All right, Patty, thank you so much.
So now, so for the nominee, in 28, it's confident the Democratic Party and the back, South Carolina beat the pack as to who goes first, which is very important to pitting Black and Latino leaders against one another. Democratic chair of South Carolina telling the New York Times the following quote: if Nevada gets elevated over South Carolina, it would be because of the Latino vote. So you would then be telling Black voters that you would matter less than brown voters. And I refuse to believe that our party wants to send any type of message like that. So I'm not aware, but just out of sake of history, 6 years ago they changed. They moved away from a predominantly white population in Iowa to a mixed population in South Carolina, which really greased the wheel for Joe Biden and the political machine of James Clyburn in South Carolina to enable then candidate Biden overwhelmingly, I think 49%.
That saved the nomination at this point. Because, you know, we've been out to Iowa covering them. Both were very different before you got to South Carolina. But again, if you want to play identity politics with these different groups, at some point there's going to be conflict. You're saying you're
Historically, Democrats firmly put the state of Iowa in the rear.
sounds like it.
And I said so. All right, here we go. New York City mayor.
It's clear that we do not have the independent authority to enforce this one. Federal government does. Execute this one. It's not
Yeah, just a week ago it was hot, wasn't it?
Inspired by we turn cotton.
Yeah, just a week ago it was hot, wasn't it? Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in.
People think you're
You can clean at the exact same time. You know, that'll bristle out. Now, what's even cooler than that is you can get both of these price of half of one because you can go talk. This grow rest right here is 50% off. So we're gonna throw in a grow rescue for free. Use code box to get this one 50% off. Steam clean your grow and we're gonna get two grow for the price of half of one. You gotta get these at growrescue.com. And if you didn't catch what I was doing, let's get a close up here showing the steam that's cleaning this.
I agree, Ed. Doesn't take long before the cold weather is back with us again. Yep, that's right, Bent Rail. It's headed my way, but it's down to St. Clair.
The committee cites to refer strong evidence that appears to show Jack Smith, former special counsel, knowingly made false statements during his December 17, 2025 deposition. Attorneys for Jack Smith dispute that he made false statements, saying he provided truthful, responsive answers during his testimony. Stick around because Chairman Jim Jordan will join us live next hour on the story.
Gotcha. In the meantime,
Hey, Lance, how's it going? No, Lance, nothing going on right now. I might try and catch the Alpena upbound later.
Here. But again, not a lot of rain associated with it. So the flooding that we did have was just some of that inundation from these coastal areas around the lake, Lake Pontchartrain, Lake Warren, and to the southeastern coast. Now, the latest update from the National Hurricane Center has Bertha continuing to do wonky things as it heads off to the west. A little bit faster, speeds around 13 miles per hour. Pressure going up weekend. It should maintain strength, though, as it heads towards the Texas coast. As a result, we do have tropical conditions that are still expected for southwestern portions of Louisiana into the Texas coast, in addition to some flood potential for South Texas near Corpus Christi because of the heavy rain.
all right, good to have you down there, Melissa. Thanks, Simon.
We are talking about someone who has been charged with crimes against humanity, someone who has visited the city on many occasions, who has been welcomed by previous mayors. And I want to make it very clear that that welcome ends with me. I will not be welcoming Benjamin Netanyahu or any other when they come to this city. And I do believe that our federal government should join the International Criminal Court and ensure that there is accountability when it comes to crimes against humanity.
New York City Mayor Salon Mamdani standing by call that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu should be arrested here in New York. That's despite growing backlash from the community. The mayor doubled down on podcasts yesterday.
The Netanyahu and arresting Netanyahu, understanding where you're coming from there, is there a sense you have that maybe, is that a distraction from all these other things that you want to do? Is that taking up a little bit more of the media space than you realize?
I have a responsibility to be honest with you, Chris. And when I asked a question, to answer it honestly.
Bye-bye. The mayor making last week, long after he didn't legally have a way to do it. So why keep making that protestation?
Thank you so much, Sam, for having me. So Mayor Mamdani is dangerous to all New Yorkers, and I think this last rant is a great expression of a betrayal to the public trust. The mayor is there to make New Yorkers feel more safe and to unite New Yorkers. And you can ask yourself these questions after hearing this obsessive focus on Israel and denigrating Israel. Do New Yorkers feel more safe? Do New Yorkers feel more united? And I think the answer is clearly no, and it's just a betrayal to New York, and he needs to be called out.
What do you think of this? I mean, he on X seems to be reaching out to the Jewish community. I want to read a little bit of
Gonna put hot dogs on pizza tomorrow. Okay, Lance. Good for you.
Jewish New York. And
Israel. That's never happened. People are, we stand together. People of conscience like our fellow New Yorkers and fellow Americans.
That's right, Jim. You know, there's been a lot of changes in a lot of the lake freighters, especially the older ones over the years, simply because every incident where a ship sinks out in the lakes, they evaluate and figure they have new equations for the width of the ship versus the length of the ship and all those kinds of things, which I don't think is wrong. However, I still think that the original ships should continue to sail as long as they can with their original dimensions. But that's just my opinion. So, Lance, does that mean you're going to get yourself an RC boat?
Have my
Logan says you can name your boat, Lance. You can name it Drone Recovery.
choosing a different route. New is the key. It's time.
Now you're and that and when I find you now you and why I have that relationship cancer. It's like having just fill out a brief online book. Go get primary is shipped to your phone. Here's how it works. This same paper and you take an income or reinvest, whatever you choose. And yeah, it's true. You can also spread your over term from 1 to 5 years. Best suit your needs. Would you like some more information? Just call 877-80-INVEST or log on to investfarmrefi.com. For complete details, use the private placement command and scan this QR code. You will fulfill your vision. By reading, best returns. Did you stay J-Mon? Country around? Jobs, inflation is way down. America is strong. Our current thinking, our current system is going. If you go the other way, nothing ever succeeds. There was the pitch from the president yesterday, Mary. Come on. They were quite telling in reaction from the RNC July 26th, your congressional vote preference 347 to 53-46. A lot of 47 is polling too on the issues look fine. I'm going to take this to 12 lines. Okay, right here on the issue. When it comes to that, security.
Good morning, Justin.
Paul.
How are you doing? How'd your evening go?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I went good. Two oldest are on their way to get their senior photos done this morning.
Oh. Senior photo time of year, huh?
Two oldest are graduating next year.
Oh, really?
I mean this year. Not next year. Oh, yes, it is next year because it hasn't started yet.
So they'll graduate what next May or June?
Yeah. Who was that the camera?
Me. Mark is
Oh,
here.
no. Okay.
How you doing, Mark?
Not so bad. It's a bit cloudy, cooler than it was. Still probably warm, but it feels cooler.
Cloudy and cooler. Okay.
.72, 56% humidity. 9 mile an hour gust into 20.
Ah. So it's a little bit windy there.
No, it's just a light breeze. There's not much at ground level. It's up at 200 feet though.
I am going to have to make a run and drop some trash off in a dumpster somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, because a stupid fucking trash company refused to pick our trash cans up last week. Now get this. It's because the trash cans weren't facing the right side, weren't facing the road correctly. Okay.
So they
And I was
couldn't
like,
wind the what's
so
it?
no, so they put a tag on the trash can saying that they weren't facing the right direction. They couldn't empty them, right? So I called the trash company and I'm like, now you explain me this logic. I said, your driver's too lazy to get out of the truck and just flip them around so he can empty them real quick. But yet he can sit for 2-3 minutes, write out a tag, get out of the truck, walk to the trash cans, put a tag on the trash cans, and get back in the truck and leave. I said, why the fuck didn't you just turn the trash cans around real quick and empty it? I said, it makes no fucking sense.
What was their
No.
answer?
Doesn't.
She said they don't do that. I said, yeah, because your drivers are fucking lazy. I said, that's why. And she goes, sir, she goes, I don't need that. I was like, well, I need you guys to do your fucking job. I said, my son accidentally put them backwards. I said, but your driver had to get out and walk to the fucking trash cans anyway. I said, you guys' logic makes no sense.
Well, it'd be one thing if they put a tag on the trash can saying, you know, you didn't face them correctly, but still dump them, and then
Yeah, at least let
leave the
us
tag
know.
on there for next time. You know.
It pissed me off though. Every time I have a problem with the trash company, oh, dude, I hate the county trash. They're horrible. We're not on the city when we're on county, because we're right
You should
outside the
tell.
city limits.
You should tell them your property tax includes emptying the trash payment for that. So you paid them to empty it, and they haven't emptied it.
And then she proceeds to tell me. I said, and then I was like, hold on a sec. But then I tell her, I was like, well, can you guys come out and empty it? And she tells me, she says, uh, she said, she goes, well, we put it in the system and they may or may not show up as a courtesy, but I can't tell you if they will or not. I was like, oh my God. I said, you guys are fucking useless. And I hung the phone up.
Yeah, they emptied my green bin and my black bin today, but they didn't empty the brown one. But it's 3 different lorries, so obviously the brown
Well,
bin empty and lorries not around.
well, see, that's the thing, Edward. I agree with you that it's because they don't want to make it a habit for you putting them out. But at the same time, those trash guys are getting paid like 30 some dollars an hour. Why can't they get their lazy asses out of the truck and turn the trash cans around? Like the guys before them used to have to do.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they could at least give you a warning the first time and empty your shit.
I mean, our guys have to actually come and get your bin from where it is at the end of your driveway, kind of thing, and wheel them to the wagon and hook them up
These
to empty them.
Oh no, and then sometimes they'll empty somebody's trash, make a mess all over the ground because the truck slung the shit. It wasn't because the person overflowed the trash can. It's because the truck happened to just sling the trash can too hard because the driver's controlling it, you know? And they don't even get out of the truck to pick up the trash that they dropped on the ground. They'll just fucking leave it and drive off.
Hey, Justin, Lance asked you a question. Where do your kids go to get their pictures taken?
Oh,
Is it done
I
at the
don't
school
know.
or is it a private one?
No, it's through the school, but I'm not. I think they're doing it at the high school.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure. Sarah set all this up like 2 weeks ago. I didn't even bother asking, to be honest, because she had already planned going and taking them and everything.
At our school, they only took one picture every year, and that was a panoramic view of everybody stood in rows in front of it. So it was all one picture.
What's up, Jim? What's up, Jody? What's up, Edward? Lance?
Hey,
Logan?
Jody.
Any update on your drone or what?
I haven't heard anything.
Don't know. I wonder if Jody's feeling any better now if his explosions have gone.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, said he got sick the other day or something.
Yeah.
Explosive diarrhea. I said that just does not help Taco Bell's reputation. That's been a long time running joke about Taco Bell for years. Although
Yeah.
I can personally say I've eaten Taco Bell a million times over the last 20 years, like tons of times, and I've never gotten diarrhea from eating it. It's just a stupid joke. I mean, it's not actual thing. Because if I got diarrhea every time I ate a Taco Bell, I sure as shit wouldn't be going back there to eat over and over again.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, we have two big ones, Edward. And sorry if I sounded like I was snapping at you, Edward. I wasn't. I was just a little passionate with my argument. What's up, Tim? Um,
Hi,
yeah, we
Tim.
have two of them. We got a recycle one, and I'm saying that with like air quotes. A recycle one and a regular trash can. They're
And
two big cans.
they empty them both into the same wagon.
Yeah, they stopped doing the recycling last year, so they just let everybody keep the recycle bin as a second trash can. So you can just throw whatever you want in there now.
So they're not recycling anymore?
No, the county and the city gave up on it last year, so all they're doing is so all they do is you can throw extra trash you have in the recycle bin and pull it out there, and they just empty them in the same truck. Now, if you're in the city limits, their recycle bins sucked. They had the little content, like the little totes. They were like the size of like a little storage container.
Like a little green bin?
Well, they were yellow, but yeah, you got two of those. You would get a trash can and two of those. But they didn't hold very much. And our trash cans are smaller too. No, Tim. No, other people found it and were able to message me. Matter of fact, Mark messaged or a friend requested Ari, and he responded, and then Mark sent me a screenshot of it. I was able to see it, and we had the link for the. I got the link from you. I ain't heard from Matt in forever. The last time I talked to Matt was
Last time he did a live, I think.
June 20th. Was the last time he messaged me.
So that's a month ago.
Yeah, that was the last time he actually responded to me. Oh, you talked to him today? Okay. Wasn't expecting that, but all right.
In this debate around regulating CEO Mark Zuckerberg of Meta posted an ad today saying he shouldn't be afraid of AI. It's all going to be okay.
And 3.5 million people. Well, technology will change.
You're getting an RC boat? Are you actually getting it, Lance?
Now, this advertising that debate around regulating AI, particularly open weight models of
I think he's gonna get one over the counter at either Target or someplace like that. Best Buy.
What do you mean by over the counter? Is
You
that
know,
buy
box-
medicine?
Boxed it in the counter.
Like he's going to the pharmacy just to get medicine.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna order it. I think he's just gonna go pick one up.
Yeah, he said he was that Costco had them for sale.
Costco has them. Okay.
I honestly forgot to message him the other night or yesterday, Tim, or was it the day before we were talking about it? But I just messaged him. I was gonna message him and then I completely forgot. And Mark sent me the picture or the screenshot later that night, so I never did bother messaging that.
Here comes Joe.
What's up, y'all? Hey, Justin,
Good morning, Joe.
you want to take a ride to Target and we get an over-the-counter drone?
I want a prescription drone only.
I don't want to stop barking at me. As soon as I start talking, I'm gonna put the foot. Give me the foot.
Joe, have you ever had a radio control boat?
Hell no.
I've played with them before, but I've never had one of my own. I've had people have had them let me ride them around in the water.
I had one. I didn't have one because I couldn't get it to fly.
Oh,
Wouldn't take off. Okay.
I take off. So I'm running about a half a day behind on my pictures because I've been shitting goofing around.
I think
Yeah.
Dan had an RC boat swallow. I think the gator swallowed his
Oh, really?
years ago. It's like 5-7 years ago. It was a long time ago. He either bit it, or he either attacked it and got it, or it swallowed it. I can't remember. It was an RC boat though.
We got that guy from Australia, Stricken Fran. I watched their adventures, and the other day he's got a croc chasing the lure, fishing lure. The croc almost got it.
Really?
Yeah, he was playing with it. Just he was teasing the croc, and the croc took off real quick and just missed it. He'd have been pissed. Both of them would have been pissed. I ran out to the lakefront this morning because it's not flooded. A couple of places had water on the street. Not a lot, but the waves. Remember when they had that drone that got lost in the water
Yeah,
out there? The waves are doing that, popping over. So I stayed about 5 feet above those waves and flew this morning. But I brought the Mavic 3 out. But since nobody wants to buy it, the hell with it, I'll keep it. So, because that thing, we had 30-mile-an-hour winds. I didn't even get a wind warning.
This is what I would say. Jim, if he can find a cheap one just to play around with and see if he likes, like he's gonna have fun doing it. Because I know he drove his neighbors and all that yesterday, but then if he really likes it, then go spend the money and get a hobby grade one.
Morning, Brenda. Morning,
I wouldn't
everybody.
buy a hobby grade one right off the point or right off the bat, just in case he does it a couple times. Like, this ain't for me.
I got a question. Where's he gonna do it? Over at his cabin?
Fucking cabin. It's a neighborhood.
That's what I mean.
I remember the first time he showed me
got-
the house, he was like, he kept saying, I'm going to my cabin. I was like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Movie. I was thinking movies, like a nice cabin, log cabin in the woods.
Yeah, what he needs to do, forget the boat. He needs to get him a big wheel like truck, because half of the time he doesn't have anything but mud out there. So how's he going to use the boat?
Oh yeah, Lance is still waiting on his power supply to get there for his computer. He fucking slammed his brand new computer laptop plug in the car door.
I just want to know, was his wife there when it happened, and how bad is your eye? You know.
Yeah, see, that's not bad, Jim. You can go grab one at Harbor Freight for like 30, 35 bucks, play around with it. I would just hate to see Lance go out and spend like $500, $600, $800 or however much a good RC boat would cost, and then turn around a week later and go, I don't want it. And you end up losing money on something you just bought.
So I'm not gonna blame this on being old.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But last night, I guess it was because I was talking to everybody yesterday and I wasn't paying too much attention to what I was doing. So last night I go through all my pictures, and first thing you do is you name them. Then you got to go through Lightroom and fix the color. Then you got to put them into Photoshop, right? So last night I'm halfway through the freshman in Photoshop and wondering why it's taking so long. I said, oh shit, I didn't go through Lightroom. I was fooling with 500 megabyte files, and it was giving me a hard time. So I had to delete all of that. So I wasted 4 hours. Deleted all of that, went back through Lightroom, exported all of that, ran it through, and instead of them sitting there, they were going pop, 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 going through and fixing. I went the best of the hell with a do.
Don't you hate when you do something like a million times and then you forget one step and you fuck it all up and you gotta redo it?
Oh, I forgot that one
Oh my
step.
God. Yeah,
I just wasn't paying attention to it, you know? I said, wait a minute.
But yeah, you've done the process a million times. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, I've had that before.
Now I'm on number 28 of about 150 plays. So I'll be working this till about noon. But like I said, I don't have anywhere to go. I'm waiting on pest control sometime today.
yeah. You used to be able to set your clock by them, didn't you?
Oh, I used to be able to know that they're gonna be at 9 o'clock. I used to put the dogs in the back.
Oh, okay, Jim. I got you. I thought you were talking about like just hobby grade.
I still think you'd be better off with a hovercraft rather than a boat.
Son of a gun.
I hovercraft.
Mm.
I've never heard of a radio controlled hovercraft.
No, they have them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hovercraft. Really, the technology isn't really all that advanced. It's just position fans in the correct way. Put a skirt around the bottom.
Well, I
You're
would
good to
think
go.
though that a hovercraft would be more subject to being lost because of a wave hit it and crash it.
Yeah, but look at the ones that the military uses that come out of the back of the
Well, those are
Doing
huge.
helicopter
this.
carriers. Yeah, those fucking things
Mhm.
carry a goddamn tank to the shore.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
And
we
they come
actually
out.
had one of the cross-channel ferries used to be a hovercraft. You used to be able to drive on it. It took about, I don't know, 50, 60 cars, something like that.
Oh yeah, you can flip an RC boat, Lance. I've seen a lot of guys do it where they do it on purpose, where you can get it and go wing, and you can flip it up in the air.
And Lance, it's not a drone. It will not fly, so don't try. I still think you need something with 4 wheels and 4-wheel drive because all that mud you got out there. You're gonna get halfway out there and the tide's gonna go down. You're gonna have to go walk out there and get it. Or you're gonna have to wait for the tide to and come back.
Well, now does the lake by him, does that affected by the tide or no?
You don't remember? He shows it half the time he shows it, all you see is mud. And all the boats sitting on their side because they're all sitting there.
I don't remember
Because
seeing that.
there's a huge influx on the tide coming in and out.
Yeah, it's a real big change.
Just like there's places where the tide disappears completely and the boats are constantly on the ground, going up, on the ground, going up. Because
Yeah, that's it by him.
Jim
Yeah,
says Harbor Freight has a radio controlled boat for $44.99.
Okay, I'm gonna get one. I could go run around in the pool out here. And I hear somebody outside. If I hear pest control at
yeah, if you go get a
9 o'clock in the
RC
morning.
pontoon boat, you might be able to ride it at the pool. If it's a speedboat, that thing's gonna get to full speed before you can even stop it.
But we got
Right
it's
off
almost
the
an
side of the
Olympic sized pool out here. Pretty
Yeah,
close.
Olympic size pool. Okay.
Yeah, it's real close to it.
Some of those RC boats are really fast. You gotta be careful with them.
You got to be really careful with the batteries as well. If it runs out of battery and you're about 50 yards offshore, you're screwed, aren't you?
Yeah, you got to put. They'll never return to home. Huh?
You definitely want to. That's why I said if you're gonna get one later on, you definitely get like a hobby grade one that probably has like a warning or something built in.
Or it shows you
Safety features.
the battery level.
That's what I'm saying. It has a bunch of safety features to keep you from doing that. Because I'd be screwed. I don't have a fucking boat. I couldn't get out in the water if I lost it.
Lance says Costco is
Which-
selling them for $25 to $35.
I think they have the same kind of remote as the remote control cars, don't they? With a little steering wheel on it.
The RC boat Costco.
You see, you got to realize this. He's saying Costco has them for 25 or 35. That's because he wants to go there tomorrow so he can get a piece of pizza. You got a plan.
So he looks at it as a 2-for-1 visit.
Give Cleo her pill.
Okay. Can you hear them?
Yeah.
I say, give
Yeah.
Cleo her pill. So they all looking for the pill. Let's go. Who get a
Was
pill?
this is the one I see Costco's got right here.
Come on, guys.
It's called the Wave Master High Speed RC Boat.
Wow, that's good looking.
I don't know if 17 miles an hour I would consider that high speed. I guess on the water, maybe.
Does it say how long it goes or?
I don't see anything where there's anything about that.
Probably takes AA batteries. You know, keep changing them all the time.
Yeah, it doesn't really give any description like of
Doesn't give you any details.
what it comes with. Yeah, it just says 17 mile an
Oh,
hour
there it
top
is.
speed, 2.5 gigahertz.
That's a good
wireless
size little
drive,
sucker though. Look at
high
that.
speed electric motor. Dude. Lance, it's recommended for ages 14 plus. Not 14 plus plus.
Oh, look
Too
at
old
the
for it.
controller. The controller is like the gun way.
Oh, here we go. No, so it has a lithium battery, allows for over 17 minutes. So if they're saying that, I would say probably realistically 12 to 14 minutes, maybe. Probably depends on if you're just ripping it the whole time, which most people are probably going to do. So it's about a foot long or a foot. Oh, wow. It's almost a foot wide. That's a big ass boat.
A foot wide.
Yeah, it's 11.22 inches.
Wow.
And it's almost it's 18.9 inches long.
Hell, that's pretty square.
Well, the thing of it is that the picture I saw,
It weighs 5
it has
pounds.
a wing on the back.
Yeah, it weighs 5 pounds, so it's very small boat. Looks pretty big from the perspective of this picture. Looks pretty decent size.
I mean, if it was a foot wide, I'd expect it to be more like 2.5 foot long to get the stability right.
Yeah, that's what it sounds. It sounds like it's flat, just like a
Yeah.
shoebox. What you need to do, Lance, see if you can find one
Well,
that's a RC aircraft carrier. You
the
can fly
thing
the
is
Mini 5 off of it.
it looks like a speedboat, so it's pointy at the front, and then it gets wider as it goes back. I think they're just measuring the most widest point of it
Mm.
and saying that's the total width of it. Because it does look like a speedboat. I'd say more of like one of those small speedboats that kind of looks like a little mini yacht,
Like an offshore.
or like like something you would live
An
on, but it's a
enclosed offshore.
speedboat.
Yeah, but it's still basically a kiddie's toy by the sound of it.
How
Well,
many
it depends
batteries?
upon your definition of a kiddie. What
Well,
did
no,
it say?
14 plus means 14 to
over.
50. 14 to 50. It's 14. If it was 14 plus, then Lance could get it.
How many batteries?
It just said, I didn't say, it just said a battery, so I'm assuming just one.
So you get 14 minutes of the boat and 3 hours of charging.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Assume they would sell extra batteries there.
Gotta be a keystroke for this.
At least I'd hope they would if they're going to offer an RC boat, at least offer some extra batteries or
Extra batteries are $30.
Oh, dude, I used to have the one thing I did love every year for Christmas when I was a kid, what my dad would get, is he would always go to Radio Shack, and he'd get whatever latest RC car they had, right? And
Right.
it was one of my Christmas gifts every year. But I see my dad was cool enough to go get like 6 or 7 batteries for it every time, because there was nothing worse than when your parents would buy you an RC car and it only came with one battery. Back in the day, dude, you had to wait like 12 hours for that bitch to charge.
Well, I'm telling you.
And then you got a whole 10 minutes of fun, and it was just over that quick. And it was like, oh. If you had a cool parent that bought you multiple batteries, then you could have like an hour and a half worth of fun.
My son Justin, his godfather, sent him a drone. It looked like one of the first, the crate. I can't think of the name of it. Don't worry about it. But he sent him a toy drone with 2 batteries. They went out and flew it, and it had 5-minute flight time. He came back, never did fly it again because they didn't want to charge it up.
Well, a bit like a
Looked
Phantom
like
ship.
the Phantoms, the original Phantoms.
Yeah.
Well, batteries, like I said, batteries back in the day used to take a lot longer to charge. Like if you would have had your drone batteries, like the little charging hub with the three batteries,
Right.
if that would have been a setup 30 years ago, 30, 40 years ago, you would have been easily, it would have been waiting 12 hours for the things to charge.
Oh, right.
Okay, Jim,
If not a full
don't work
24
too hard
hours.
today.
Because
Yeah,
the charging was so much slower back then.
that's a nice thing about these glasses. You put them back in the case, and they'll go from 10% to 100% in about half an hour.
Oh yeah, everything's so much faster at charging these days. Headphones, cell phones. Shit, I remember when I got my first smartphone years ago, and dude, when it was dead, you had to plug that bitch in, and it had to sit for 4, 5, 6 hours fully charged. Now my phone only takes like 45 minutes to fully charge when I got it on the 45-watt charger. I mean, it's quick as shit.
So, Justin, remember I told you I got my car, I called my car a Christmas tree car, right? Because all the lights on. Got another light on now. Airbag light kicked on.
Car?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I looked it up and I know what it is. I just got to go do it.
The
It's gonna be an
sensor
easy
somewhere?
No, it's an easy fix. Yes, a day before yesterday, I moved my seat back, right? And then the airbag light came on. And it says the first thing you do is if you moved your seat, take your key out and unplug it and plug it back in. So, and it's the yellow underneath, right? So,
Yeah, there's a sensor under your seat.
yeah, so I went in there, when I came back, I looked underneath there and I saw it, and I had a Gatorade bottle under there between the floorboard and the sensor pushing on it. So I took the Gatorade, I don't even know when I put it in there because it's been in there probably for years. And I took it out and just fiddled it, and I'll look later. You know?
Oh yeah, I had the same problem with my Chrysler 200. I went to take it because the airbag light just randomly came on. And mind you, I've only had the car for like 6 months. I
Right.
take it to the dealership, and instead of them just doing a warranty and fucking fixing the thing, they say, "Well, if we find out that you're the one that caused the sensor to break, we're gonna have to charge you." And I said, "Well, how do you know if it was me that broke it?" "Well, if there's any trash under the seat." I said, "There ain't any trash under the seat." Like I literally had just cleaned the car the day before. Lady comes out and tries to tell me there was a Gatorade bottle under there. I said, "Where's the bottle at?" "Well, they threw it away."
Yeah, right.
"Oh no, I'm not paying." I said, "Fuck that. Give me my keys. I'm out of here." I said, "That bitch could just stay up."
I
And
don't
it
think I
stayed
broke
on
it, but the
the
only thing
entire
it
6
means
years
is
I had
that
the
it's
car.
not going to let that airbag deploy, you know?
I
So
said, I let it stay on the entire 6, 7 years I owned the car. I was like,
yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what I'm
fucking,
going to do.
not fucking with it.
That's how I feel about it. It's just give me another light to look at.
I told that lady, I said, I know there was nothing under my seat. Don't try to lie to me. Oh, they pissed me off, dude. I was so mad. I was like, I just bought the car not even 6 months ago, and the lights are already off.
Let me tell you what my crazy ass son is doing. Whenever I say crazy ass son, that's Justin. Okay, that's the easiest way to. He's crazy. The guy is like he's like Paul with drones. Okay, he he doesn't want to pay the $500 note on his truck, although he's got a great truck. He makes enough money to pay it, but it doesn't give enough money to play with now. You see what I mean? So he's trying to sell it outright. He was trying to sell it to my other son, which my other son should have bought it. I mean, he's the one who screwed up on that one. So so now Carvana wants to give him 21,000 for it. He owes 18. He's working with Carvana right now about the same year, a Jeep Cherokee or a Bronco, and it's going to drop his note from 557 to 322. So it's going to be like a straight out trade out, but he's still going to have a
Be
note.
careful with those new Broncos, dude. They've had a lot of problems with those.
Well, that's what I told him.
He
That's
really
what I
needs to
told
do
him.
his. He really needs to research a vehicle before he just goes and
Well,
buys it.
he's doing.
Don't
Let me tell you what
shop.
he was doing. He was looking at the stuff, and he was looking at Louisiana. he switched it over to North Carolina when he realized he was looking at cars over here, and the
Uh-huh.
cars went down in price a lot.
Oh yeah.
You know, went down in price a lot. So he said, well,
He-
they're like $3,000 cheaper.
You don't need to shop like a woman for a car and say, "Oh, I like the look of that one. That's the one I'll take." He really needs to do his research these days
Well,
because
let me
there's
tell you
so many
why. Let me
cars
tell you
out
why
there
he's
that got
crazy. He
major
really wants a
problems.
truck. He really wants a truck. He likes the Cherokee. Cherokee looks good. It's got 50,000 miles on it, so that's a good deal. It's less than his truck, so that would be good. I said, you should, in 4-wheel drive, I don't like that idea. You know, he wants 4-wheel drive in case it snows. You know, it's not gonna snow that much for you to have 4-wheel drive. Not in North Carolina. It's gonna snow, but not that much. You know what I mean? So, so he's going through all that with me. But then he finds Alfa Romero. I get to Alfa Romero, and it's only got like 32,000 miles on it, and my note would only be like 300. I said, so you just want something new, you want something different. That's what you're telling me. No, I don't want a $500 note. I said, you're getting ready to get a
Why is he
$50,000 a year.
complaining about a $500 car note, dude? That's cheap by today's standards.
I know. And I said, you're getting ready
What
to
does
get
he
a
think?
$50,000 a year job. Shut up. You know?
But the thing,
Well,
my whole thing is though, is the car. How does he expect to get a car payment lower than 500 without leasing it?
Well, through Corvana, an old car, you don't know what you're getting. know?
I don't believe that because you know how many dealerships have said, oh, they still try to offer you that, oh, get it as low as 300 a month. You ain't getting a car. I don't care if you got 900 perfect credit score. You ain't gonna get a car for $300 a month.
Well, Corvana,
Maybe if you lease it.
Corvana will go through everything, give you a price, and if you accept it, they locked in. They lock in because my other son did
Right.
that. You know, when Nick bought that when he had the problem with his Altima, when it should have been totaled when he had bought it. So he went to Carvana, and for $2,000 down, he got his Chrysler 200, and the note is like 287.
Well, those are
You
also been discontinued since 2017, though, too.
Yeah, his is older. He's one of the last models. He might
It
be
would
the
have been
last model.
2016 or 2017 because I had a 2016. And 2017 was the last year that I made them.
Yeah, because he likes the car. His
Yeah, they're
wife liked
nice
the car, but
cars.
she wanted a new car. I wanted a new car.
He wants to get the Chrysler 300. That looks like a Bentley.
I know. I like a Chrysler 300. But I tell you what, every time I see a Lincoln Town Car, they had one next to me yesterday, and I motioned at the old woman and I said, "Roll down your window." She rolled down the window and said, "You want to sell it?"
That's what
I said,
Adrian
"No,
bought a couple of years ago.
I want a Chrysler Town Car."
He bought a
I said, "I'll
Chrysler
buy it from right
300.
now."
Lincoln.
Yeah, I mean, a Lincoln Town Car.
I don't like the Lincoln Town cars. Those things are too bulky.
You know what I like about them? They drive like you have a sofa on wheels.
And
Oh,
they
yeah,
go
dude,
like you're on a boat.
I want to be honest, dude. I like the older vehicles as far as the room you used to have, but I just don't like to me, dude. Any car from the 50s or 60s to me is just ugly. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get some hate for that, but
Go
I think
look up.
I think older cars are just ugly as shit.
Go look up a 1960 Galaxy 500. That car was so freaking big that when you turn the corner, it felt like the back end was still coming around.
And that's what Bill's dad's got in it.
I don't think it's a 60 though.
That convertible.
Yeah, I don't
Like
think it's a 60.
Corvettes, all the way up till about 3-4 years ago, I thought Corvettes, all the way to back to their conception, were ugly as fuck. I hate Corvettes. I think they're such ugly cars. Now the newer ones, like I said, within the past 5 years or so, since they came out with that new design,
You didn't
those
like
are
the 63 Vet?
no.
It's a little sports car.
Oh, the old
Two-seater.
C1s. Yeah.
My dad had two
All Corvettes are
1960s.
2-seaters.
Yeah, it's a little small one.
My dad had Corvettes. I think they were 67s. He had two
Yeah,
of
if I-
them sitting in
if I
the
could find a
garage
s-
park for
You
years.
go
just
back
sitting
to
there.
you go back to the early 60s and they had the fish nose Corvette.
Oh, if you're
I
talking
don't know,
long, I forget what number I'm doing.
my Chrysler 200 lasted me 7 years without any issues. I didn't have any major problems with that car besides just the airbag light. Other than that, I never had any problems up till about 7 years and 140,000 miles later. 150,000. No, I think I had 180,000 when I got rid of it. I think it was at almost 200,000. It just wouldn't start one day. Just randomly gave out. And I only owed like 1,500 on it, so I let the bank take it back. I said, just take it back, and they went and auctioned it, and my loan was covered by the auction cost. So it didn't go against me because I was able to pay it off by them auctioning the car. So
Well, that's what
Like, so-
happened with Nick with that Altima. He put $6,000 down on the car, and then all of a sudden he got a light on it, and we went and checked it. And then there was a Altima, Nissan Altima. Nissan said the car's been in an accident. And he said, "What do you mean?" It says should have been totaled. Showed us where it should have been totaled, where things were welded back together. So we went back and tried to get the guy to give us the money back, and told him we'd bring him to court and everything like this. And I called the bank and I told the bank what was going on, and the bank said, "Let us take it back. We'll go ahead and auction it off. We'll probably be able to cover it." They took it back, auctioned it off, covered the loan, and then when he went to buy this car, it showed up on his credit report. And
ended up
he had to pay a little higher interest because of it. They wouldn't listen.
I ended up
they wouldn't
actually
listen
getting
to him.
no, I actually ended up getting 500 back from the bank because they auctioned it. They sold it for like I owed 1,500 and they sold it for 2,300. And because technically the amount was over what I owed, they had to
Yeah.
send me the excess. And I like two something was for the auction fee, I think, or whatever. I can't remember the breakdown, but I ended up getting like right over $500 back in the check from Capital One because they were the ones that were financing it.
It was Capital One with my son, but they didn't say what they said. It was covered. The loan was covered, but they didn't tell him if there was any extra back. He didn't get it.
Yeah, but because my loan was paid off by the amount that they made off it, they had to actually send me by law. In Florida, they had to send me the excess money that was left over. They
I'm
couldn't
gonna have
keep
to
it.
go look into unclaimed property for him. He might have it sitting there.
Unclaimed property has to be what, more than 7 years?
Not in Louisiana.
Here in Florida, it's got to be 7 years, but you have to be able to prove that it hasn't had anybody at it for 7 years. Because you can do that with houses, abandoned houses. But like I said, you have to prove that it hasn't been being maintained and all that. How you prove that, I don't know. I guess take pictures over that 7 years while you're waiting to go do that. Yeah, you can
And
claim abandoned property after it sits for 7 years.
and you
can
just
go
take it, right?
Yeah, you can go in and file court paperwork and take it.
It'd be more
But
luck I
there,
take it, and if I find somebody buried in it.
but there are a lot of stipulations to it. It's just not that easy, you know.
You
Like I
know,
said,
you
you
find
gotta be able to prove that it hasn't been touched or and it hasn't been messed with for 7 years.
you find somebody buried in it, right? Then you file the motion that you have a graveyard there, so you don't have to pay taxes. And that might be a plan.
Now Cherokees, oh yeah, Jim, those are 100% crap, dude. Everybody I know that has ever had a Jeep Cherokee has had nothing but fucking problems with those cars.
Yeah, that's why I told him yesterday. He said, "I heard they're pretty good, the old ones." I said, "Don't get it. I'm telling you. That's all I've ever heard.
Dude, I
Do your
remember
homework."
our family friend Brian used to have a Jeep Cherokee back in the early 2000s, like 2000, 2001, and he was always at my mom and my stepdad's house because my stepdad was a mechanic.
Yeah.
And he was there I swear to God, every other week for something breaking on that fucking piece of shit. That thing was in our yard all the time getting worked on.
Sound like the original Fords fix or repair daily, huh?
Yeah, dude, them Jeep Cherokees suck.
My cousin had a old Ford F-150, old one. And he used to come home from work, pick the hood up and work on something. It's like every day.
Hold on. I think Jim's a little behind. He's saying, Mark, that Corvette is not first generation, that is second.
You what?
Hey, y'all remember Tuesday we gotta go on what you call the show? I'm gonna remind y'all every day.
He said, I got to take off. No one answers. No, I think he's about 5 minutes behind. That's why. Because he's
I'm
talking
not paying
about something.
attention to the chat, so just tell
I've
y'all.
been talking to Jim in the chat for the last
Yeah,
20 minutes. I don't know
yeah.
why he's saying nobody's answering him. But he's also, I think, about 5 minutes behind though, because he's not. He's talking about the Corvettes, which we talked about like 5 minutes ago. I can always
No,
tell when somebody's behind in the chat.
Yep. I always usually get these pictures out like right away. Within the first like 24 hours. I don't care this time. They'll be out tomorrow.
Lance. I just saw Lance's comment. He said, I think 11 inches is a typo or Mills doing the measurements.
Well, you want me to go down there and check? I can whip it out. Might take a couple hours to tell you. Why is this guy twice? Lance would have been proud of me. Usually I shoot like double pictures of everything when I'm doing picture day. And I want to make sure in case I mess up one. I want to just double check, right? This year, I shot maybe 3 people doubled. Rest of them were a single shot on each picture. I looked at him and said, that's good. Go. I got 367 pictures instead of like 700.
Like to submit that I would rather be
I'm getting ready to be finished with the freshmen. The sophomore class is bigger than the freaking freshman class. So I'm gonna get rid of those. Then I'm down to about 20 people, about 30 people. This is the hard part, Mark. What you got to do is you put them on the green screen. You do green screen extractor, right? And you pull them out the green screen. But the green screen is only one part of it. You got to go back in, and you got to go around the person and get all the other stuff out. That's the hard part.
Yeah, because it always misses some bits around the edges. Yeah.
Yep. And this one had a shadow on the arm for some stupid reason. So I fixed that. Quick. Take that shadow off the arm so I don't have to do it later. What I would love to do is if they ever do this new setup, I'm gonna see if they got a room. I'll go in there and put a full green screen to leave it there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have a full green screen where you're standing on it and everything. That way everything's taken out. That would save so much time.
Where is that coming from, Lance? Kind of random.
What's he doing? Starbucks location. Ha. Well, you need a job? You figured out to buy that boat, you need a job?
He said, so 6 Starbucks locations in Mississippi pay entry-level baristas a starting base wage of 15.25 to 17.31 per hour, while Mississippi defaults to, well, Mississippi is also the poorest state in the country, so that makes sense. Their cost of living's way lower. 7.25 an hour is probably like making 20 a year.
So this is my question. If nobody makes any money there, how can they go to Starbucks?
Oh, I'm saying their cost of living, 7.25 is probably decent pay there. Because a fucking apartment probably costs you $300-400 a month. But a
You know, if
house
I
probably
went,
only
you
runs
could
600-700.
you buy a chunk of land and everything in Mississippi, like 40 miles from me, and be half the price of what I'm paying here.
You know what's really funny too is they were talking the other day about the like medium household income.
Yeah.
So the UK, if the UK was a state, they would actually be the 51st poorest state. They
Really?
actually fall behind Mississippi. Yeah.
Don't say that when David's on.
No, it's the truth though. It was well-known fact that happened about 6 months ago.
Why that's
Shit.
77? No wonder I see what I did. I'm gonna leave it right now. So do this. Yeah, I'll leave it till I get to 7, 8. Hey, that one I got was 6'8". I barely got him in the picture.
6'8". Pretty
Six
tall.
foot 8. Wide receiver. No, he's actually tight end.
Why has he got the fucking quarterback?
He probably can't throw the
Quarterback's a
ball.
way better position for somebody that high, that tall,
Yeah, I do agree.
because you can see down the field. That's why a lot of the NFL teams and college teams they like tall quarterbacks.
Okay, now I gotta work on this one.
You don't want a quarterback that's 5'6", 'cause you won't be able to see over any of the players. Although, I mean, being somebody that runs the ball too isn't a bad position for somebody like that either, because they can run their uh, time between steps is a lot less for somebody that tall.
Yep.
You'd be hard. Somebody that's like 5'4" would be hard pressed to catch somebody that's that tall if they were both running full speed. Because he'd be taking one step for every 2 or 3 you took. That's like when we're out in public, I gotta walk slow because Sarah can't keep up with me. Just walking at my normal speed. So I have to watch myself and slow way down.
Where'd Paul go? Sorry?
Everything. Probably doing something in the house. Thought he posted a video yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. He flew from the other side of the bridge, though. Why was that?
Unless the guy gave him specific guidelines to follow or something. I don't know.
Well, the one he posted before that, he flew from his regular place.
He posted another one today.
Which side of the bridge?
See that one.
Another articulated barge.
Was it his regular place or the other
Related
side of the
to-
bridge?
I don't know.
I watched a guy's video last night. He was actually, him and his wife were doing a boat trip, and they went right past Paul's. I saw the video of them going right under the bridge and everything. They were heading up to Chicago, I think. And they were going to go
Hey.
down the river when they got to Chicago.
Mhm.
By the time their trip was over, they were going to end up in the middle of the United States because they were going to take a whole riverway there.
Hey, Justin, have you seen that Sunlu now do a dryer that fits over the AMS light?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much is that fucking thing now?
I don't know.
Because AMS Light isn't that expensive on its own. Like, that's why I don't like the other ones that they were selling. Because they were almost as expensive as the damn actual AMS itself.
Mm.
Sunblue dryer, AMS Light.
Yeah, I thought it was like $100, so that was cheap.
See if they got it on Amazon.
I saw it on Facebook.
See nothing on Amazon about it yet. We go to Google and see if there's anything Google can find. Anybody's selling it yet? AMS Light, it's on the Sunroof store. Thing's bulky though.
Mm.
See the other ones, like here, let me show you. Like
You
this
have to
one
take-
here.
Yeah, you have to take the spools out from the sides.
I mean, it's cool and everything, but the other cover that you can buy for it, it's not actually a heater, but there's a nice cover you can buy for it. But you can still use the original stand and shit with it. This is like a whole big ass case that it goes in.
Mm.
And then how much they want? Yeah, they want 119. I don't know, dude.
I don't think that's bad. That-
But I'm not spending $200 on heaters. I actually haven't had an issue with my filament. So, no, I mean, I had a issue with a few rolls when I first started printing with the printers, but the last like 3-4 weeks, I haven't had any issues with any of my filament. I haven't had any jams or anything. I haven't had a single jam in over 4 weeks. Everything's been working perfect.
I had jam this morning on one of my crumpets. Oh, we talking 3D print?
I did have one filament spool that got stuck the other day because it was wound a little funky in one spot, but that was an easy 2-second fix.
Come on up.
Other than that, I haven't had any like major issues.
You know what I need? I need a pen. And where I can write on the screen when I'm doing this shit. Instead of running the mouse around.
Fina, what's up, BitRail?
I'll get that whole thing around him right perfect, and then I'll slip a little bit and hit his hand or something. That'll start again. It's usually a quick fix, but it was the last one. 79. What was that? A lock lamp. First, I want to show you. You fold today is the 23rd. Is Paul out there flying that ship?
I don't know.
See, because I didn't see his
I don't-
car down in that one spot. Why is he flying from the opposite side? That's what's bothering me. Because that's the side he crashed into the the bridge.
No idea. Jay,
I have a theory.
Every once in a while, though, he does go down to the other side if the parking's too fucked up on the other side.
Well, there was
But I don't
nothing
know
there.
if
It
he
was all
did.
wide open.
But I don't
So
know
when
what
it
he
turns,
did
we'll see.
yesterday.
Right now, we should be seeing in a minute.
I don't know if he went because you didn't say nothing about going to get the ship, did he? I don't remember hearing him say anything.
I didn't hear him say anything. He just, like Andrew,
No.
just appeared.
Yeah, dude. See, I couldn't do those Sunlu ones because they're just too big, dude. I wouldn't have the room for them. Like I'm looking at one now that a girl has hooked to hers, and she's got her hand next to it. It's pretty fucking big.
Hey, Mark, you know, I flew that Mavic 3 today, and I said to myself, why in the shit were you trying to sell us? I mean, that was a stupid decision. I'm not selling it. That's a good drone.
I got this Sunlu filament connector now for $29.
The what? The what? Son of the what?
The filament connector that I
Oh.
got. But I only paid like 15 for mine because I had a bunch of gift cards and shit on my account. I had like $15, $20 in gift cards built up on my account from affiliate shit.
I was gonna go out later to check this, see if the waves are doing this. And I have it on local channel. Local channel was showing that the waves were flying over, so I took off. Seems later than it is.
Okay, so this woman inherited a house, right? And she's like
Yeah.
in her early 40s, and it's a 55 plus community. And they told her she had to get out, even though she inherited the house. I wonder if you could actually file a discrimination suit over that and win it.
I would try.
Because how technically how can they base moving into a place on age if you really
Well,
wanted to live there?
you know, I would say, look, I inherited it. You know, it was given to me. Suck eggs.
Well, my thing is how could they do that out from the very beginning though? How can they put that on a
That's age discrimination, straight up.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It don't matter if you're 40 or 30. How can a neighborhood tell you you can't move in because of your age? Technically, that would be discrimination.
Yeah, his car's not there. So if he's flying from the other side. Now maybe he could see better on that side, but when he came back around that one ship, he's still coming out wide, and he's got that bridge he ran into. He's not used to flying on that side.
I don't think he went flying. He didn't say anything.
I don't think he did either.
So he'll usually tell us when he leaves to go get a ship. I don't think he went to get one. I think he's doing something else. Probably went outside to mow the lawn or something. Shit, Doug, I'm my bad. You just got to turn your light on.
That's what our lakefront looks like right now.
Here you go, buddy. Here's your light.
It's not as bad as it is sometimes, but it's still like right over on this side right here. Look at that right there.
You seen that file I just sent you and
Oh, that
Joe?
is. I know. Look at that's some choppy ass water.
Oh no, I stayed away from it.
You definitely don't want to be out in the water, even in a boat. It's like that. especially a small little boat.
Well, there's a guy out there where they were down by Mandeville Harbor. If I'd have known that, I'd have went further. But there was a guy out there on a paddleboard windsurfing. I'd like to go and get some pictures of him.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, this one right here. This will show you some of the
The
waves.
MP5K submachine gun, SMG.
Look at this wave right here.
Pretty cool.
Look at that one.
Yeah, that's some choppy ass water.
Now
Right there.
watch. I'm gonna start it.
That's when
Watch
you
it.
take the RC boat out, fucking rip it through there. Oh, yeah, it's going right over the wall.
Yep. Well, it was flying. I mean, that one right there. When you look at it right there, look, pow. That's
My
pretty good.
thing is why are they so chintzy with the wall if a tropical storm can get over the wall like that? Like, shouldn't that
Well,
wall be like 20 feet higher?
They just rebuilt this whole piece right here, all the way here. Why didn't they raise it about 4 feet, at least?
That's what I'm saying. If a basic ass tropical storm can push water over that wall, it's useless. Because it
I
ain't gonna do
know.
no good in a hurricane.
I don't understand it. They could have raised it 6 feet, put a 6 foot wall there. You know why? They want it to look pretty.
It
All
ain't
it's
about
gonna
pretty,
do,
it's about safety at the end of the day.
all it's gonna do is it's gonna flood again because it always floods out there.
And you could
Eh,
build a nice ass like 15-foot wall and put a nice walking path on top of it for people to walk on.
Yeah. Well, when I went, the place I went to, as I drove down Carondelet Street, when I got to the end of it, I had to go through water up to my floorboard to get on Lakeshore Drive. Then there was no water.
I
I said,
never
well, there's no
understood that
water around it. So
when
we're
they do
good.
projects like that. It looks, it's like, why not overkill it so you don't have to worry about it later on? Like, I don't understand that. What's up, Corey?
You spent 10 million. Why couldn't you spend 14 million and fix it? You know?
Like I said, that wall is going to be useless even in a Category 1 hurricane.
Oh, it's gonna be useless in a tropical storm. That usually when we get just a southeast wind is useless. If we get just southeast winds out there, that tear that place up.
I get the whole thing of blocking the wall, but you're also choosing to live in a low lying area too, Lance. So that's just sacrifices you should have to make. I would rather have a 20-foot wall around that fucking shoreline and feel safe than have a 3-foot wall so I can see the water from my house. Or
Yeah,
when I'm walking.
all those homes out there are built 12 foot high. You got one guy that's got not only a 12 foot high house, but his automobile, he's got a ramp that goes up to 12 foot high where he parks his automobile. So if you get stuck
What
out
they
there,
honestly, what they should have done is put those the one of those things they put along. They look like big ass like. Remember the game, the Jacks game back in the day, little Jacks.
maybe.
They're the big cement things that they put along
Oh
the edge
yeah.
of the water to help break up the waves and shit. They should have
Yeah,
lined that wall with something like that.
I could see another 6 foot high and it would be fine. I bet you right now with that choppy water, if you had some fresh shrimp and throw them out there, you'd be catching redfish. Because all those redfish being pushed in, you know? All those fish are being pushed in right now. But it's supposed to be worse tomorrow, they're saying.
What
I
you
got,
doing, man?
I got some good shots though. I got the video coming out tomorrow, the calm before the storm. Then the next day, on Saturday, it'll come out waves crashing over the seawall.
What you doing, buddy? Just hang it off your net, huh? Let me put you back up there. You don't fall.
I got one kid that was wearing a armband, and I wasn't paying attention to it. I didn't care. That's not gonna bother me. It's green. So I'm gonna have to copy and paste his arm back in. This is the hardest part right here. Getting each one of them out completely clean. Get my PNG file. Getting lazy this year. Because usually I go through each one of them, and if I got the feet on there, I usually go to the feet and copy the feet, and I'll cut it out. I'm not even doing that. I'm just cutting it across. Because I don't need the feet. There's no reason I need the feet. Never need the feet. I found out that there's about 4 players that have brothers playing. I looked at the rosters. I'm gonna hit all 4 of them parents and tell them, you do know that that 250 price covers both for the whole year. See if I can get that 250 out of those 4. He's down. Is that his truck down there? No. I see a bunch of white ones, like the 3rd one back, 4th one back, I think was it. Looked like it could have been his. His back's up. I just don't understand why it's flying from that side of the bridge. Because that puts that bridge in play right
What the
here.
hell is an Osage couple?
Y'all still here?
Yeah, just
Because
reading
I
something.
got real quiet. I don't know, my earphone went dead or what. going through the roster, it looks like there were like 6 people or 7 people that didn't take pictures. So I've got 7 extra to take. I even had the girls come out there this time, the sports medicine girls. Usually it's retake days when I get them. They came out Tuesday and shot. I said, y'all shocking me. They got a new trainer, and I told her, I said, I want to shoot them now, get it done. She got them over there. John didn't care. Peyton's different. She's different. She does. I think my daughter's gonna have to go back to the vet. I can't tell if he's getting any better or not. He looks like he is in the mornings, but during the day he's still having a problem. So it's probably gonna cost me money. Where's Lance? What's he doing? He ought to be on here talking to us. I guess since he retired, we're not good enough.
You don't come on much anymore. He comes on there every couple days, might pop in.
Yeah, but you don't stay on. He stays. Just turns the camera on and leave. Last freshman.
Somebody asked, would you support a 32-hour work week with the same pay? Fucking yeah, I would. Like, that's a stupid question. You think everybody's gonna be like, oh no, I wouldn't do that. I remember they were talking about going to a 4-day work week, like nationally, not too long ago. And never heard nothing again after they talked about it. They were talking about moving schools back to 4 days a week too.
No, 4-day week school.
Yeah. Honestly, I think they need to get rid of homework, to be honest. That's one thing they need to get rid of. Just focus on working with the children when they're in class. There have been some studies that have shown that kids do better in school and they don't have to go home and worry about doing something at home.
Yeah, it's done. All the freshmen are done. Sophomore.
I mean, the way I look at it is, would you go home and work for free for your company? Fuck no.
I understand.
I do anything outside of work, you're paying me. I ain't
I
doing
did
shit
my
for free.
homework. I did my homework in school. I always had time to do it. And then if I had something that took a little bit too long to do, as soon as I got to my girlfriend's house, we both sit down and do our homework quick, be finished. And we never, we had more than 20 minutes worth of stuff to do, if we had that much.
I do some schools, they'll send you home with like, I mean, you'll have a couple hours every night of homework worth of homework to do. And it's like these kids have already done 7, 8 hours, about 7 hours at school, roughly 6, 7 hours. And you want them to go home and do another 2, 3 hours of homework every day. That's just crazy to me. There's no need for that. Just because they're kids don't mean they don't get tired like everybody else mentally. It's Danny Glover's birthday today, or yesterday. He was 80
How
years
old is
old, man. 80.
Damn.
He's got dementia though, or early. I watched an interview with him the other day. He's still pretty coherent, but he's in the early stages of it. Because I mean, listening to him in the interview, you would have never thought he had it. I mean, he definitely is a lot slower in his speech and everything. You can tell, but you could chalk that up to his age if you were just talking to him and didn't know that.
Yep.
I want to see a Lethal Weapon reboot with him in it too. Like that ain't gonna happen.
You better check Paul's cameras, make sure he's alive, not falling somewhere.
First, I'll look right in his garage. I'll tell you if his car's even there.
You're gonna look there and say, "Oh shit, he's on the ground." There he is. He's back. Where'd you go, Paul?
Mine didn't even get logged in yet. All right, let's see.
He got another drone in the mail. Look like.
No, I got 2 strobe lights, I think.
Oh, your strobes you're waiting on.
Where'd you go?
I went down to check a ship.
Check a ship.
The Alpina was coming down upbound.
You did fly it?
Yeah.
Have you seen that thing going around about that artist that made the Charlie Kirk statue?
No.
Apparently, he wants $100,000 for it, but nobody wants to buy it. I'm like, well, you're trying to sell it in New York for one. There's your problem. Come down to Florida or somewhere else, and I guarantee you'll find somebody that will want it. If it's even true, I just keep seeing I haven't seen any like legit news sites talking about it, but I keep seeing like random posts that people are posting about it. So I don't even know if it's a real story or not. But I keep seeing it over the last few days. And I'm like, well, you're trying to sell it in fucking New York. They said he was trying to sell it in New York. I'm like, there's your fucking problem. Bunch of commies
Everybody in
live
New
up
York
there.
wants it. If you're gonna sell something in New York, do it Carmen Madani.
Yeah, you gotta do like
Do an AOC. They'll buy it.
like Fidel Castro or Saddam. You got to do somebody that they're sympathetic to. Yeah. Maybe Stalin. Stalin would be a good one here.
Putin.
Yeah, Putin. There you go. Oh no, they think Trump and Putin are best buddies. That wouldn't
Okay,
work.
I have a serious question. Why are you flying that side of the boat, that side of the bridge? I can't hear you. You're muted.
What?
Why are you flying on that side of the bridge now?
Because of the breeze underneath always causes it to go up and down. And I find if I fly on this side of the bridge, it doesn't do that anymore.
Oh, just be careful.
Oh,
of
you
that
had
bridge.
some video glitch there. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Go
I'm
back
seeing
about 20 seconds. There was some
it.
kind
Might
of
be his
weird.
computer. It might be his computer. Go back further.
Yeah, keep going back a little bit.
You can go back to the beginning almost.
Yeah, I saw some kind of
Right around
weird
here.
red glitch with the.
Probably the computer.
Okay, so that wasn't in the video. That was just a glitch either through Zoom or the computer. Yeah. It was like I saw like a red box thing pop up.
Anyway, that's when I decided to go out and just do that ship real quick.
And just remember what side you're on because you're flying completely backwards, basically.
Now, when you said the other side of the bridge the other day, I thought you meant from Canada.
No, the other one was on that side too.
Or, you know, the Canadian side flying.
Mm.
Well, technically, you wouldn't fall under FAA rules if you're on the other side of the bridge flying. Because I think I don't know, how does that work though? Because I guess it's just whatever side you're flying from is who regulates what you're doing.
Yep.
Because
Well, you
that
have to get-
waterway's split in half.
You have to get the operator ID from Canada then to be able to fly from Canada.
Well, what I'm saying though is, can the FAA do anything if you're skimming along the water's edge on the US side from Canada and you're not really following the airspace rules on that side?
That's a good
It's
question.
just, yeah,
What
'cause I'm
about that,
wondering if
Lance?
the-
Come on, Lance. Tell us.
because I think the waterway's split down the middle, like one side's Canada, one side's US, but you're allowed to kind of go anywhere within the waterway as long as you don't go on shore.
Here you
On
go,
the wrong
Paul.
side.
I got your answer for you. When you're flying around the ship and they say, well, you can't see the drone. Well, that's on Canada's side.
Yeah, talk to the Canadians.
That's the Canadian
So-
side. I can see it when it's on the American side. That's what you tell them.
Yeah, so you can only get me for half the violations.
See, that goes across. I
Start a
saw the
whole
drone when it got to Canada's side. I didn't have to.
start a whole international incident too.
I'm telling you, that might be a defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I don't know where their aerospace technically starts and where it begins. Because if they technically have the lake split in half, I'm assuming the airspace goes straight up from there. So, although Canada pretty much has the same rules we do as far as height restrictions and shit, so it's not like you really get away with much more on that side. You probably get away with less because they got actually a little bit.
Well, if you're
I would
flying
say-
anything over 250, you need a different exam.
Yeah, they're a little stricter on the Canadian side. You have to have codes and a landing pad, fucking flight charts with you, and a radio. You got to have a whole bunch of shit with you to go flying. You have to look like a mini fucking airport going on just to fly your drone around a fucking piece of woods or something.
Well, that's only for over 250. Under 250, it's a lot less.
So it looks like Saudi Arabia acts like 90% of that fucking mega project they were trying to work on, where they were going to build that wall, that city wall thing.
Yeah.
Do you ever hear about that?
No, did not.
It was a glass, like, so it would be like a city. It was like a wall that was going to be like hundreds of miles long, and it was going to be a city contained within inside this wall. Like it was a pretty ambitious project, but the cost ballooned to almost $2 trillion, and yeah, I guess they finally were like, yeah, it's too much, and they ended up axing the project. Now they're only doing a little small portion of it.
My question is this: last night the Houthis got involved and hit 2 ships in the Red Sea.
Yeah, they were Saudi Arabia ships.
Yeah, you know what that means, right? That's starting something new, trying to shut all that down. So you know what we need to do? We need to go bomb the shit out of everybody.
already been doing that. What the Arab countries need to do around there is they need to do a coalition and go in and do ground defenses against Iran and
Well,
protect
there's something
themselves.
going on that they said
Let
yesterday
the
that there's a buildup right now in I think they said God darn it, where was it? It's somewhere in that region. There's a buildup. Military has sent in like 1,000 medics. So I got a feeling we're going to have a ground offensive somewhere.
well, what they need to do is get. I mean, like Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, all of them need to step up and do like we did in Iraq back in the early '90s. They need to form a coalition and go in on a ground offensive and just fuck Iran and let us do the naval and air shit while they
Yep.
do that. Even Israel needs to go in on Iran. They're like a mini U.S. in the Middle East. I mean, their military's not very big, but it's pretty fucking good for the size of it.
Yeah,
I
we're
always
doing a little
compare.
tactical stuff right now. We need to go in and say, here, we're going to hammer you now. He's got to end this. He's got to finish this. And you can't be sitting around. Let's do one bridge tonight. No, do 50 bridges tonight. Do 5 power plants.
But see, the thing is people always bitch that, oh, we don't do enough diplomacy. We don't do enough diplomacy. And then when somebody actually tries to do a bunch of diplomacy to try to avoid a ground war, then everybody bitches, well, he's just taking too long. It's like, well, what do you want? You got to have one or the other.
The
You want to
diplomacy
just go,
gave them time to rebuild.
they haven't rebuilt half of what they lost
Well,
yet.
no, they were able to
It'd
get
take them.
stuff.
It'd take them a decade to build back what
No,
they
I mean,
lost.
they gave them time to replenish weapons. I guarantee they were getting them over land through China. Guarantee China was supplying them shit, or Russia. And it gave them time to do that. You don't give them time. They're hitting them right now, they say. They need to go through and quit worrying about all the little sites. Go take out all the freaking big sites. You know what I mean? Start hitting shit that's gonna get the people pissed off.
Right.
And the people get pissed off and then they start fighting.
Yeah, pretty much same here, Corey, unless you're doing 107 shit.
God darn it. Why you got a color on you?
I mean, all these Arab countries around there, they're not all mad at the U.S. or they're backing us in our decision to do what we're doing. At the same time, they're not fucking doing anything. It's like, you guys need to get off your asses and do something. Like, you guys all have militaries, coordinate a military strike and go in on them. Or are you going to continue to let them keep slinging bombs at your fucking countries?
They don't care.
They need to step up and help us, not just sit around and
They're thinking we're going to do it for them.
eighteen service members that have already passed away from it.
We
I
lost 18
guarantee
altogether?
I guarantee for every one of them that passed away, though, we probably killed 1,000 of their guys.
I didn't know there was
It's
that many.
very lopsided. Yeah, it's all just from them getting lucky strikes on bases here and there. It's not from actual conflict.
We had the 4 that just died. 2 of them were 19 years old. Quarterback for Mandeville, Crew Calera. He is very shy. He's a shy person, right? He can play football, but he's a shy person. Half the time he don't say anything to anybody. He finally talked to me. Talked to me when we're shooting pictures. It shocked me. I said, "Oh, you do talk." Maybe he's getting out of that now, you know? Now he probably won't shut up.
You got a new buddy, huh?
No, I don't know if I want that. I don't want him to talk. Petty, you should have seen that guy. That's the guy last year that was only able to play one game. Man, that guy, I told him, I said, straight up, I pulled him to the side yesterday, or day before yesterday. I told him straight up, I've heard things what you're doing in school, and you're a D1 player. If you want to play D1, stop your shit. I said, because when you get caught, you're not playing football. And when you get caught, they're not going to back you up.
What'd he say?
Okay, Mr. Joe, I will. I promise. I said, yeah. I said, I'm an old guy. I said, but let me find out. I'll kick your ass. I said, I'll break your knee. I said, because I'll be very disappointed in you. That's how I put it. If you get yourself in trouble and can't play football. He's gonna go. He'll get it if he plays this year and he stays straight. He will get into a D1 school, and he's got a chance like Nate that's up at North Carolina right now. He's got a chance to go pros real quick. His brother made the pros. Nate's gonna make the pros because he's better than his brother. Just remember that name, Lewis Petty. That's his name. The second guy I'm talking about, the new guy. He is a linebacker, and he is unbelievable. He's everywhere by that ball.
Memphis Pizza Shop says sales doubled after they made headlines for turning away the National Guard. I'm a fucking ain't there. Fuck you.
They should have lost money.
I don't believe that at all.
Who put
Although
that
that
out?
is-
They put that out?
No, that was from Fox News.
Well, see, if they put it out, yeah, I can believe it, but I still don't, still kind of wonder why. So that's on Fox News. I'll hear about it later.
I was like that lady a few years ago, the one that went viral because she was harassing the guy for getting his military discount.
Right.
The whole restaurant turned on her, yelling at her and screaming at her, "Fuck out of here!" Because she was like, "I don't understand why you guys deserve a discount. And you
See
dumb
that
bitch,
guy-
get the fuck out."
You see the guy with the purple hair that was causing a scene, and the police officer told him to stop. And he said, "I'm a she, I'm not a he," and all this, and went ballistic.
Oh yeah, that went viral.
Yeah,
Yeah,
did you see that?
that fucking dude was going off, dude. I'll tell you,
Yeah,
that
did you
cop had
see?
some restraint though.
Did you see the teacher on the side? The teacher walked over and tried to talk to him, and the teacher wearing a green shirt, trying to talk to him. And he said, he's walking up to him, he said, chill, chill like this. And the guy says, F you, cop. He just shook his head and walked away. He said, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of people covering that arrest.
They
That
showed his
person
they
had
showed his
some fucking
mugshot. He didn't have
problems.
purple hair.
That person had some major mental issues, like the
Yeah,
way
that was
they
all
freaked
mental.
out. The way they freaked out was way over the top for the situation. Like the cops were literally called because of a stolen vehicle, and they were coming to talk. I don't know if they were coming to talk to that particular guy or somebody else. That dude just started flipping the fuck out for no reason. And all
Yeah.
the cop was there for was to take a report on a stolen car.
Use the proper pronouns.
everybody says, "Oh, just defund the police," but the minute you punch somebody in the face that says that, they want to call the cops on you.
Yep.
Like, okay, you just said defund the police, so defend yourself. You don't want cops, we're gonna do this to the death.
You got a point.
Which one of us dies first? You don't want the cops to come help you. You want to defund them. How does that make any fucking sense to be screaming defund the police and somebody punches you in the face and now you're screaming for help from the cops? You're just lucky our police have some kind of morality, because if they didn't, they'd be like, fuck you, and they'd just let you sit there and get your ass beat. But
Yeah.
they'll still step in and help you even if you're sitting there yelling at them.
Then they had another one on there where it was a guy had his hands in his pocket, and it was an older guy, and he was walking away from the cop, and the cop said, "Get your hands in your pocket. We don't want to kill you." Like this. Well, I got a gun in there. Like this. Well, get your hands out of your pocket. We do not want to kill you. Like this. And the guy was screaming at the cop. He was on something, you could tell. And it was 4 cops, and they had defensive positions on them, like doo like that, all set up on him. And the guy gets against a wall. He says, "I'm gonna kill y'all. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna kill y'all." And they said, "We do not want to kill you. Stop. Do not pull anything out that pocket." And he goes, "Okay, here it goes. 5, 4." He counts it down. When he gets to 1, he pulls that gun out the pocket. He got it to about right here. And he must have been hit 40 times. I mean, as soon as he come out of his pocket with it, all of them unloaded on him. The
Wouldn't you
brick wall.
would you designate that as suicide by cop?
Yeah, I would. And the wall behind him was like a center block wall. You could just see it just crumbling up.
Oh yeah, it's like people that get pulled over for a simple traffic violation that escalates to them getting killed. I'm like, how the
Yeah.
fuck did you go from getting a speeding ticket to that? Like, I don't understand how the fuck you go from that to that.
Well, Justin would tell you, how in the hell you got a ticket when I wasn't going to do anything. Yeah. He
Oh
used
yeah,
to tell
because
me that all the time.
some people come right off with the attitudes toward the cop, and you think he's going to give you a break at that point? No.
Yeah,
Remember the super viral video from years ago when a guy was screaming at the cop on the side of the highway? That cop was just calm as could be. And then the guy ripped up the ticket and threw it on the ground. The cop ended up giving him a ticket for littering right after that.
that's funny. The one incident that I remember the most when I worked EMS was there was a woman. She was about 5'8.5", 5'9". Looked like she could have been in Playboy. Beautiful woman. Driving her boyfriend's brand new Corvette and clipped the wall in the Harvey Tunnel and tore the whole side of the Corvette up. And she was about as loaded as you can get. And Bender, the state trooper, is standing out there. They've been moving the car. They're getting everything out the way. They actually had to tow the car out the way. And she's walking around, and he told her, he said, listen. Now he's being nice. He said, listen, you didn't hurt anybody. I'm going to let you go home. Go sit over there with EMS because you're going to get enough trouble out of your boyfriend. That's what he said. So she gets over there, and we checked her out. She was fine. She says, "Well, how long you think you're going to be? Don't talk to me." She says, "Go sit over there until I'm finished." Like this. And he says, "Oh, you're going to jail if you don't shut up." So she gets up a few minutes later, goes over, gets in his face. The last time I'm going to tell you, go sit down by them. And she comes over and I said, "You need to sit here." And she says, "Be quiet. We'll talk to you. What do you want to talk about? Because you're going to get yourself in trouble if you can walk over there one more time. I know the guy. And it's not going to turn out well." She sat there for a minute. She says, "He's taking too effing long." She got up, walked over. She said, "What the F is going on?" He said, "Well, turn around now." He locked her up. He says, I was letting you go home. Now you're going to jail for DUI. He says, "I'm
What's up,
bringing you
Johnny?
he says, "I'm bringing you to, shut up, John. I didn't say we were going to get 10 inches of rain. I said we were going to get 50-mile-an-hour winds. We got 40 on the lakefront. I never said we were getting any rain."
It's like Space Force is offering 100 positions for $25,000 bonus if you sign up for 8 years service.
Johnny making things up. But that escalated from should have gone to jail to not going to jail, and you all going to jail now.
Brady added another 22 deputies to the sheriff's department.
See, one of them should have been my son.
I told him, man. I've been telling him to come down here. That's what I've been saying.
I told him that too. He moved down there. I'd probably move down there. Hey Johnny, I survived 30 miles an hour wind on the lakefront today too with the drone. What he said?
Oh no, I was reading something somebody posted when you check her location and it's bouncing up and down.
I'm actually doing double work right here. Just thought of something. Because I'm doing PNG file on each one of these things. If I just clean it off, I could use this file. Because it wouldn't matter. I could use the PSD file and put it in. I thought about that last year. Maybe next time.
They had to go all the way to Lakeland High School. Oh shit.
What you got to do? That's where your meeting's at?
No, for the kids doing their pictures. I guess they had to go to Lakeland. I'm looking at them on Life 360. They're at a salon right now. I think they're getting Kelsey's hair done.
Maybe this we got two kids that play, brothers that play, they're Indian descent from India. And the whole family is, right? So the mom, she dresses to the T. I mean, she dresses. And every time you see her, she got to come up to me, hug me, and give me a look on the cheek. Yeah, it's like, you got to go out your way to say something. And I got to because she paid me a lot of money.
Yeah, they're doing their senior pictures today.
Oh, come on. I gotta have these finished tomorrow. Because it looks like we're gonna have Night of Champions, champion night. But they're gonna go out and do their weightlifting out on the field. God darn it. They'll do their weightlifting out on the field because it doesn't look like we're getting any rain. It's 6:30, so that'll be a couple hours. Hope somebody bring food. So you just got the strobes when you came back, right?
Well, I ordered two of them, and only one of them came in the package.
Double check, make sure you order two.
Yeah, call them and find out. They may have sent it separately in separate packages, but I don't
Well, I
know
may
why
have
they
missed
would do
one. You
that.
might be missing one.
Yeah, just where'd you order them from?
I can't remember.
Amazon. It was
Did you
Amazon,
order
right?
them from Firehouse or did you order them from Amazon?
No, I ordered them from another retailer.
I'll go back in your emails and
Yeah, double check.
look on the package. It probably has a label on it. Tells you what company it was.
It looked like an Amazon box. No, it didn't. That's just batteries on or something like that.
Is there any paperwork with it or anything?
There's a drama.
Adorama?
Adorama.
Adorama.
Well, don't you have a bill?
Okay.
Does it say one or two?
Well, that's a legit company, so you can call them up
Yeah.
and find out where your second light is.
Yeah,
Or
'cause
it's
they'll tell you whether
possible
one's
that-
back order or not.
Yeah, or it's possible, yeah, it could have been on back order or they refunded you for the second one because they didn't have it. I mean, there's a bunch of different reasons why they couldn't have sent it to me. Or somebody just mistakenly didn't put the second one in the box where they shipped it.
Yeah, I would definitely give them a call right away. If you're missing
Are
one.
they the Firehouse lights?
Man, I'll tell you.
So those ain't cheap, man. I'd definitely be calling.
Yeah, they're
Like, what the fuck?
Firehouse.
Yeah, I'd definitely be calling them and finding out where my second one is. Call Adorama.
Well, what I can't figure out how to get it to work.
Press the little button on the front of it.
The little
Yeah,
button
or you
press.
got it might not be
You just-
charged. Probably got to plug it in.
They usually have a little
I plugged
charge.
it in. It turned green.
It's good. It's ready to go.
You got to hold that button down.
You hold it
Yeah.
down, you just hold it.
Nothing.
Is it unplugged?
Yep.
And when you hold it down, it doesn't do anything.
Nothing. But when I
Use-
plug it in the charger, it
It turns green, it's fully
turns
charged.
red and then right back to green again.
It's fully charged, so what I would do is I would press it and hold it. Double press.
I can't remember.
I don't think it's a double press though.
I can't remember it.
I did it this
Exactly
morning.
how
I
you
can't
did it.
remember. What are you talking about? I did it on my
depends
drone
on
this
whether
morning. I
it-
can't remember. That's it.
If
You
it's the
just
one
press it
that-
and hold it.
If it does the one that does more than one colour, then each time you press it, it changes from a solid light to a flashing light and
Yeah, but-
changes
but-
through
but
the
it-
3 colours.
The Arc 5. Most of the Firehouse lights are just single color.
Yeah.
Well, when I
But
plug it in,
it does a solid
Well,
and a
you don't
strobe.
plug it
I
in.
remember
You got a
that.
green light. You good.
well, yeah, but I don't have a green light now, and when I press it, doesn't do anything.
I'll just plug it in for a little while, let it chart, and then see if it works.
Well, when I plug it in, it goes red, then turns green.
Yeah, green's
Oh,
telling
just-
you it's a full charge.
Read the instruction booklet that came in the little box.
Yeah.
In it that you keep it pressed until it starts flashing at you.
Yeah, that's what I think.
If I remember correctly-
That's what I did this morning.
You would hold the button down, it would turn on, and then you could press it once to go to solid or flashing.
Yeah, because you hold it, and it comes on. That's what I did. 'Cause
Yeah.
I had that's the one I've got on my Mavic 3. And that's what I used this morning.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then if you-
to Ace case, I think.
And then once it turns on, you can press the button once, I think, to switch between solid and flashing. I think there's different flashing modes, isn't there?
Yep.
Like how fast it flashes.
Yep. Because I use it with the flash when I'm flying.
I'm trying to remember. It's
It
been so
keeps the
long
birds
since I
just
used one.
enough away from it.
Can you see it?
Yeah, so you, like the green light says that you got a full charge. Well, let me see what light is, no, see when you, okay, that's not the green light I'm seeing. What you're seeing, now you're turning it on. Leave it alone for a while, let it charge. When you let go, does it have any lights on at all?
No, when I let go of it and it's plugged in, it's got a green light. It doesn't
It's
have a
that-
red light. It's got a green
Well, if
light.
it has a green light, that's telling me that's fully charged. Because that's what mine does.
Mm.
You're gonna have to read, but it's usually you hold it down. I skipped them.
I don't know. I give up.
Don't give up.
Like I said, just leave it plugged in for a little bit and see if maybe it kicks something in. Let it charge for like an hour on the charger and then take it off and try it again.
It's plugged in and it just has a solid green light on top.
Just leave it alone for a little while.
There should be a little booklet in the box that came in that tells you like all the different light modes and everything, what they mean.
Hey, Mark, I
So
got the
maybe-
best one for you. I got one kid that's got braces, right?
Yeah.
He's smiling. Guess what the pad color is on the braces? Green. I looked up there and I said, where'd the mouth go? I had to copy the mouth back in. That crazy?
So what do you remove the braces and just put a regular?
No, they took the whole mouth out. They left a hole.
Oh,
So
I know
had to
that,
cop-
but when
I had to
you when
copy
you
just a circle around the mouth and paste that back in.
okay.
Yeah. I said, what the hell? Well, I said, why is he missing his mouth? You know, like I said, every once in a while somebody's wearing, I usually catch it and tell them, take the green off. I missed that one band yesterday. I didn't notice the teeth being green.
Hmm.
Ain't no way to say take your braces off.
I don't think I'd want green braces. Usually silver.
Yeah, the braces are silver, but the pads are like a yellowish. Might be dirty. Might be because his teeth look like that.
They let kids pick the color of the little caps. I've seen
Yeah.
girls with pink braces. I've seen them with green braces. I've seen them with all different colors.
Yeah. I said, you got to be kidding me. Never ceases to amaze me.
Like, yeah, Tesla stock or SpaceX stock went down $2 from 115 down to 113. So, it does, and it doesn't even sound like that big of a drop, but that equates to billions of dollars.
Yep.
Oh, it just went back up $1.
You did?
Yeah,
I should have bought it. And bought 100 shares and then cashed out.
just went back up to $1.13 or $113.36. A little bit more again.
I'm going one picture at a time by numbers, right? Then I got to look at the number I'm doing, so I'll go to the next number. For some reason I skipped 6 people.
Was was down 2.02% now. It's 1.62% down.
Loki, did you just fart?
Damn, Tesla's down 14%.
I think my dog
Well,
under my
from-
foot just farted.
Going from
Damn.
320 down to, what is it? 341 down to 320. That's a significant drop.
How did I skip from 29 to 38?
Video's down 2.33%. They're down almost $5.
Loki. Damn.
Rephrase that. They're down $5.22 now.
Well, I'm taking all the blame for that. I gave him beans yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm getting it right now too. Wow, damn. Loki, go over by go on the other side.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, JD. I never had braces, but I had plenty of friends over the years that had them. And they always got to pick the color.
I'm not mad at that, man. And I didn't know if he was sporting or not until I just heard it go. Woo! Jesus.
Well, he goes, "Hey, Daddy, it's not my fault. You fed me."
I fed him beans yesterday. Yeah, I did that all on me. Paul, that was pilot error. I had 3 people look at me this morning like I was crazy with that wind putting that drone up. One guy said,
how much wind did you have?
right at 30.
It flew all right, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Didn't even fly sideways. That's Mavic 3.
That's why I missed my Air 2S, because it used to fly good in 30 to 35 mile an hour winds too.
Yeah, that Mavic 3, I flew it out there after a tropical storm, and the winds were 51.
Damn, these Bucky gas station managers are making bank.
No.
They're offering up to $275,000 a year to be a store manager.
I told you that.
Good God.
You didn't send him your resume?
I haven't done it. They needed the food side, the meat side. And she told me, being a Pizza Hut GM, you qualify. You just have to come talk to us.
Yeah,
you know
but when
what?
you're also competing with a job salary of that much money, you're going to run into a lot of people with degrees and everything else. That's not an easy
She
job.
said they're not getting anybody. It's in Mississippi. Nobody was looking for the job. They said they were trying for 6 months. They haven't been able to fill it.
Wow, that's crazy. That's surprising. You would think a lot of people with degrees, like business degrees, and shit, would be jumping on that.
Yeah, but they don't have the experience he does.
No, but I mean, if you have a 4-year
business degree, it's because they have a business degree that it mean they be considered. However, he has the life experience in retail management of food.
Yeah, she said that's my big edge. And Pizza Hut puts us to a Pizza Hut Academy, basically, and we get certificates and everything. It's like an associate degree. So
I don't know why you're not jumping all over that, Joe.
I can tell you why. Because I was on my feet for 8 hours day before yesterday and could barely walk yesterday.
That's a lot of
my ankles swole up, everything.
When you're a manager, especially a salary manager, you can expect to be working at least 48 to 50 hours a week minimum.
Well, she said it's 60 hours.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to be expected to work 50 hours minimum.
Yeah.
Like that's just at a job that's not super aggressive with their management. Like Walmart, like they're crazy aggressive with management. Like I said, like during the holidays, a lot of assistant managers and co-managers, they don't get but a half a day off a week. That's it. They
Yep.
work 6.5 days a week.
He told me that that as the assistant store manager and they work 60. She says at that position it's like 55 to 60. They said, but you can keep it at 55, you know, as long as
What's-
everything's working right.
And what's crazy was when you broke down the assistant manager's pay and how many hours some of these managers were working, dude, they were only making like $4 or $5 an hour. Even at making 50 grand a year
Oh yeah. And
as an
that's for all
assistant.
that responsibility because everything is on your shoulders the whole time.
Yeah, and that's why about Walmart, man. I saw two different assistant managers, bro, and one of them was really bad, dude. He had a complete mental breakdown in the middle of produce, dude. Started tearing up the produce section. We had to call the cops to come get the guy.
Yeah.
He was with our store for like 3 or 4 weeks, and this dude just went ape shit one day. Somebody said something to him. And he just had a mental breakdown and just went ape shit. Started tearing up the produce area, and we had to call the cops to come get him. They ended up firing him.
I had my area coach come in one time, and I can't remember what it was. I mean, we had a sale on that I couldn't stand. It was like a any topping $10 pizza, and that would burn our ass every time because it messes up everything. Messes up your sales. It messes up your bonuses, everything. Right? She come in one day, and she walked around. She said, over here by the sink and over here by this underneath here, or underneath, not out in the open, all of that, y'all gonna have to move that stuff and scrub it to get that little extra dirt out. I looked at it, I said, go away. She says, what? I said, go away. I'm having enough trouble keeping up with the amount of pizzas we're selling right now. I'm not worried about the dirt underneath that right there. I said, because you could see it because you looked under it. I said, and there's no pizza gonna be cooked under there, so go away.
What'd
Yeah.
she
She
say?
looked at me and she started turning red. And I said, now leave, go to another store. She turned around, walked away, and left.
Did you ever hear anything from that?
Oh yeah. She came back and she goes, thank you. You were right. I need to leave you alone. But she had one of my, I was on my way home and one of my assistant managers called me up and said, you need to come back. I quit. I said, what do you mean? I'm not dealing with, I can't deal with it anymore. And he walked out the store. He was walking out the store. He says, I'm leaving now. So you need to get back. So I walked in and she's making pizzas and everything. And she says, was that me that did that? I said, yeah, it was you that did that. She goes, well, do me a favor. If I ever get on somebody again in here, stop me. Because I get overboard sometimes. I said, yeah, you do. You really do. We had a good relationship. I knew her from when she was 19. So we had a long relationship, you know? So it was one day a Friday night, we were busting ass. And she's back there telling one of my best cooks, make sure you put that like that. Make sure you put that like that. I walked over there. I put my hands on the shoulder, walked all the way out, walked outside and said, I'll see you Monday. Walked out my store.
There was
Okay,
an
I said,
assistant.
bye, leave.
There was an assistant manager we had to go to our store manager about because he kept showing up to work drunk. I mean, you could smell it clear as day on him. And me and another manager had to go to our store manager about it. We're like, dude, he keeps showing up drunk. He's being a dick. He said, is he here now? I said, yeah, he's out there. He smells like fucking beer. You can smell it on him
Yep.
when he talks to you. He said, all right. He walked out there and walked up to him, pulled him in the office. They pulled in an asset. They had to call in the district manager. Yeah, he ended up losing his job. They offered him to go to rehab, and Walmart was going to pay for it, and he wouldn't have lost his job, but he was refusing to do the program. And so Walmart
Yep.
said, well, you got to go.
You got to do the job. And you
They were going to
to
give him a second chance. They were actually going to send him to rehab and get him clean for like 3 or 4 months, and they were going to pay for it and everything.
Yeah, most
And,
companies will do that.
And he refused to do it, so they just ended up letting him go. And by the end of the day, they had fired him.
I'll tell you the best one is we had a meeting every Monday. All the GMs, we go meet with the area coach and the district coach, right? And everybody had to give out briefs about your store and talk about everything. So you had to have your reports ready. So we had that I think it was Monday night. Okay, it was Tuesday was the meeting. Monday night I was doing inventory. And we did inventory every Monday night. I'm up there going through the stuff, going through the stuff, going through the stuff, and I'm putting it in. And this is how she was. I type in, it was 80 boxes, 90 pounds of 90 pounds of sausage. And they come in 40 pounds by boxes. I got a text within 10 seconds. Go recount your sausage. You got too much. You must have miscounted. Within 10 seconds of me putting it in. I walked, she must have something flagged, right? I walked over, took a picture of both of the boxes, took a picture of the stuff I had, sent it to her. I said, no, I don't. I said, I have 90 pounds or something like that, whatever it was. She, at the meeting, she said, I want to bring up something that happened last night. She says, last night, Joe put in the sausage and said the amount of poundage, right? And I texted him to let him know. He sent me a picture of what he had to show me I was wrong. Like that. And she looked over at me, she said, I apologize, I won't question you anymore. You know, because I wasn't trying to pad something. That's what I had. Because if you try to pad something, you can't pad it later on, you're going to lose. The only thing you could pad is the oil in the fryer. I learned that from experience. You could run that sucker to death, as long as you clean it. And if you run it for I think it's 3 weeks. If you can get 2 weeks. If you get 2 weeks out of that, you're gonna hit your bonuses every time. But it's hard to get 2 weeks out of it. You get down to that final, like 4 days of that 2 weeks, stop. And you'd be throwing that stuff in there to clean it every night. Because that oil was like $300 a freaking thing.
Somebody said these school supply lists are getting out of hand. They asked us to bring 4 new bus tires.
Yeah.
I'll be telling the school, fuck you, they tried that bullshit.
Oh. Numbered my own.
It's like a Christmas wish list for a poor family. It's like every parent has to pick a part for the bus to buy. Damn. Trump put out a statement. He said every ship that gets attacked, it's going to equal 1 bridge or power plant. Your choice. I swear, I love how he trolls on the internet.
And Johnny, and JD.
Florida won the best looking state trooper car. I think it was like 3 or 4 years in a row we won that already. It's easy because they're fucking confiscating, the state troopers are confiscating all them fucking cars down in Miami. Taking fucking Lamborghinis and Corvettes. There's a couple police departments in Florida that have Cybertruck.
So,
There's one in Florida that had a Ferrari, but they only used it for like parades and stuff. It's all decked out with the police logos and shit.
Speaking of Cybertrucks, the other day I was sitting at a red light and there were 4 Cybertrucks sitting right over there, different colors, sitting in the other lane across the way. And then when I'm driving down the service road, I see 2 more. So 6 within 4 blocks. A lot of
Have
money.
you seen Starbase, the town where Elon's building in Texas?
No.
He's building he's building SpaceX's home base there. And it was like a kind of a dying town, but he's like invested millions in like bringing the town back to life and building new housing and all that stuff. And dude, there are so many Cybertrucks in that town, dude. I'm talking about thousands of them. Because what he did was SpaceX bought a bunch of Tesla Cybertrucks and they use them for employees, and employees get to rent them for really cheap every month to drive back and forth to work.
Wow.
But they were showing a tour of the town and the city, and there were Cybertrucks fucking everywhere. I mean, hundreds of them. Every parking lot you would look in, there was like hundreds of them lined up in the parking lots.
What do you think about them Cybertrucks?
I'll tell you, I've never really liked to look of them, but in person, they're a little cooler looking.
Yeah.
I can just imagine though, you come out of the shop or whatever into the parking lot and you go, fuck, which one's mine?
Oh, I was just thinking the same thing, dude. You forget where you park it. You better hope that bitch has got a key fob with the alarm. Find out they coded all the keys to say all the same.
Yeah, I saw, like I said,
press it
out of the
every alarm
6 I
goes off.
saw, out of the 6 I saw, all of them were different colors.
Oh yeah, people have been doing some crazy customization to them. I've seen quite a few ones on the road around here with
Well, you have to
really
get 'em
unique
wrapped.
paint jobs.
You have to get them wrapped
Yeah.
because they're stainless steel, they don't paint.
Yeah. They're all different colors. They were wrapped.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I've seen some around here with really cool, like wrap jobs with decals and everything, like anime shit and all kinds of stuff. Because they're all over in my area. And you could probably drive 10 miles, you'll probably see at least 2 Cybertrucks in a 10-mile drive. 2 or 3.
The only other stainless steel car since the DeLorean.
Yep. There's a guy that owns a big ass warehouse who has like it's just packed full of DeLorean parts, original DeLorean parts.
Mhm.
And he's got them all organized. Like he's got all the doors, all the hoods, all the trunks, all that. He's got like everything organized. So any like collector that's building one can go in there and get whatever part they need. This guy went around and bought up thousands of DeLoreans years ago and then broke them all up into parts.
Well, they
And
brought a
sells
new DeLorean. They brought out a new DeLorean now.
Oh, it's the all electric one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was it last year they brought it out? Something like that.
It was it's sometime in the last 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Green eyes don't work either. I just found it out. Got one kid got green eyes, looks like he's blind. I gotta fix it.
Yeah, it was the Hemmings DeLorean for sale. It's roughly $60,000 to $100,000 for one. Said the main problem with the old DeLorean was it was extremely underpowered.
Well, it was heavy.
Nothing Back to the Future.
I'll put a fucking drop like a 6.0 V8 in there from like a Mustang. There you go. Yeah, plenty of fucking power. or even an old 5.0.
I think it had a V8 in it anyway.
It said that it had I don't even know how to say that, a Renault Volvo V6 engine
Renault.
that produced only 130 horsepower.
Oh, wow.
So that's a kind of a weak V6, to be honest. That's more of a 4-cylinder.
And that was
Power
a
right
turbo?
It doesn't say nothing. No, it just said a Renault Volvo V6 engine that produced only
Yes.
130 horsepower.
That's pronounced Renault. That's the
Renault,
car we've
okay.
got, a Renault.
Yeah, that's really underpowered for a V6. Like that's what you would
Oh.
normally get out of like a small 4-cylinder.
Well, no, not back in them days. It wasn't. That was about average for a V6.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because you're thinking 1980s. Yeah. By today's standards, that would definitely be a small 4-cylinder, like a 1.2 liter or something really tiny. Kind of like
Yeah,
what
well,
my car has in it.
That Seat Arona we had 3 cylinders, and it was a 1 litre, and it had 115 horsepower.
Yeah, kind of like the little Geo Prism
Oh, I had one.
motors back in the day. They had a 3-cylinder and a 4-cylinder version.
I had a 4-cylinder version. I like that car. That was a nice car.
They have those
Yep.
new motors now that shut off certain, like it can go from a V8 to a V6. But I've heard there's a lot of problems with those motors.
Yeah. They had a 1500cc 4-cylinder that cut one piston out and made it a 3. In fact, no, I think it made it a 2. It ran on 2 for economy.
Yeah, there was a few companies over here that did motors like that in the trucks to
That
make
was
it
a
more fuel
Volkswagen engine.
efficient. Yeah, it was to make it more like I know there was a couple trucks over here that had those kind of motors in it, and it was to be more fuel efficient when you're not like hauling anything and you're just on the highway.
Yeah.
But I think
And
they had a
then-
lot of problems with those motors.
And then Volkswagen brought out the engine they put in the Legend and the Bentley, which was a W16, 2 V8s next to each other.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
How many horsepower?
About 600, I think.
Or it's like that dude I was showing the video a while back. That guy that put that V8 motor in that fucking in that motorcycle. Oh my god, dude, that thing was fucking massive.
There is a
It's like-
company that makes V8 motorbikes with American V8s in them. They call
Yeah,
it
it's-
Boss.
Yeah, that's the one that the guy had. Yeah, it was a Boss.
Yeah.
The thing was fucking bulky as shit, dude.
Yeah.
Better have 3 wheels.
Oh no, they're 2 wheels. You better be easy on that gas. That bitch gonna fling you off.
You go.
Yeah, I mean that's how
Yep.
much power those things got. It will do that.
I want 3 wheels on it, bitch.
That back
And
wheel's
something on
about
my back.
that back wheel's about the size of a car tire. It's huge.
Let me see if I can find a video of it on YouTube.
You certainly don't want to drop it because you'll never pick it back up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, it's got to be a heavy ass fucking bike. Oh yeah, this one right here.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a Boss Haas V8 right here. Sure. Look how big that fucking motor is, dude.
The torque circuit.
That thing is big. What you think that bike weighs? Probably about 1,500 pounds. And look, that would have been Joe right there. Watch. Fucking torque pushed him.
Knock my ass off. That's what I was doing.
That's the crazy.
I cannot picture you on that, Joe.
Oh, good either.
Well, what the crazy thing about that is that bike didn't even move when he hit the gas in it, and the torque just from the motor pushed him up off the seat, and the bike didn't even move.
I'm gonna have to fix this up.
Wonder how much one of those costs. That's gotta be expensive. That's gotta be like what, like $40,000-$50,000 bike, easy.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
probably more than that.
I wouldn't hesitate. I would hesitate to guess because I have no interest in a bike like that. And at my
think
age, I have no interest in a bike, period.
I think you're talking over 100,000.
Wow, that's crazy. See, how much does a new Boss Haas cost? New Boss Haas V8 motorcycle costs between 70 to 80,000, while used models on platforms like Cycle Trader typically sell for an average of about 35 to 40,000. Just for a used one, Jesus.
That's crazy.
This next jamming a fucking V12 in there.
I'll tell you what, you think that looks like a big bike? Have a look at the Honda Valkyrie.
Yeah, I wonder what the gas mileage is on that bike. That's got to be fucking. It's got to be a. I don't know if it would be the same as a vehicle, but what was it? The Honda what?
Valkyrie?
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. Oh, I actually spelt it right.
I had one kid that's got a little wristband on right now. It's got a little green tint to it, so you can't copy it out. So I had to copy the whole area with green screen, put it in the PNG file, come back and then take the green out of it. Damn.
I think at the moment the Valkyrie is a 2.2 straight 6.
It says the Honda Valkyrie, a legend muscle cruiser produced in Maysville, Ohio,
Yeah, it works.
powered by a massive liquid cooled flat six engine sourced from Honda Goldwing. What's a flat six? Is that a V6?
No, it's just lying sideways.
It delivers incredible torque, smooth exhaust, modern aftermarket models. Features a 1,800 or 1,832 cc motor, producing
that was
118 horsepower.
the 1800 was a while back. They're up to a 2.2 now, I think.
125 pounds of foot torque. Oh wow! The first generations only had a 1,500 cc. The newer ones
originally.
are pushing 19. They're pushing like 1,850 almost.
Well, the same engines in the Goldwing, and the Goldwing went from 15 to 18 to 2 to 2.2. But the 1500 was back in the 70s. But I mean, that Valkyrie makes the Harley look small.
Yeah, I wouldn't want one. That'd be on my ass somewhere on the ground.
I think it was something like 800 or 900 pound weight, something like that.
Yeah, that's too much of it. I'll go around a curve and want to move off the thing.
Mhm.
Capital One, you are pre-approved for a car loan. I want a car loan.
I get those every day.
I know.
You've been pre-approved for a car loan up to $50,000. And what's the note gonna be on that?
Then I got one for the two things I got in the mail today was for Capital One and then another company trying to offer me a $1,700 loan
Mhm.
with 250% interest rate. Fuck off.
Right.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Wow.
Oh, hell no. That is fucking insane. That's fucking criminal, dude. That's straight criminal. That kind of interest rates.
Somebody will take it though.
Oh yeah, for sure. The company ain't sending flyers out for no reason. Somebody's gonna end up being stupid enough not to read the fine print. Says it right on the flyer they send you. And
Well,
it's
they're like,
written in really small lettering, but it's at the very bottom of fine print.
well, they're like the payday loans, aren't they? Where you only take them out for a couple of months, if that.
No, not that.
Well,
That's probably a
they
big
give
loan.
you, well, they give you the money and then they take so much a month out of your bank account, pay it back. But so what's 250% of say $1,700 or $1,500? That
You're
would be
talking
what?
about
2,500 you would have to,
Well,
so you'd end up having to
no,
pay back what, 3,500?
it's 37.
paying, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. To borrow 1,500, you got to pay back twice that plus half. Fuck that.
Mhm.
Like if you're gonna give me a $1,500 loan and you say, yeah, you got to pay us like 18, maybe 1,900 back, that I could get on board with. Like a few $100s, as their convenience fee for doing that. But when you're trying to charge me almost triple what I borrowed, no, that's criminal, dude. That's fucked up.
I had a company offer to pay off everything I owe right now. And it'll drop my note down to, my note would be, I think it was 450 a month or something like this to pay it off. And the interest rate they want to give me is 8%, which is a good interest rate, right?
That's
8%.
not bad. By today's standards, that's low.
And right now I'm paying
Yeah.
about 800 a month. So it's dropping what I'm paying about in half,
Getting
right?
low.
But the problem I got is everything I'm paying is same as cash. So I'm not paying any interest now. You know what I mean?
8%'s really good because almost everything these
Wow.
days has a minimum like 25, 27,
I know.
28% interest rate. So that's not actually bad at all. That's really low.
I thought about doing it, but then I said, you know what? But everything I got is same as cash, and I'm paying them off anyway, and then it's
Are
dropping
they-
what I'm paying. So why should I pay
What are they
interest?
trying to combine all your bills into one large bill that they pay and then you just pay
Yeah.
them back for it?
That
That's
they want
not
to pay off
bad though. If
everything.
it's a
so-
convenience thing more than anything. Keeps your shit a little bit more organized.
Oh yeah,
Can
because
you
I got
still-
a spreadsheet that I got to look at every day to see if I got to pay something.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Right. I just wondered because my glasses made a noise. They must be getting low on battery.
Hey, can you
Well-
live stream from those glasses? Like to Facebook since they're Meta?
I'm not sure. I think you can live stream to Facebook and Instagram.
That'd be pretty cool to feature
Okay.
that app.
I got a question. Sell me on those Meta glasses. What are they good for, and what do they do?
Well, the camera in it is a 12 megapixel camera, and on the anything after Gen 2, it's 3K video.
Okay.
3K.
It'll usually do like up to 3-minute video and then cut off. So you'd have to start it again every 3 minutes.
Right.
But it's got the AI in it, which is like having Alexa built into your glasses kind of thing.
Okay.
You can look at something and say, tell me what I'm looking at, and it will tell you what it is.
Okay.
If it recognizes it, it'll tell you exactly what it is. Otherwise, it'll just describe everything in front of you.
So if I look at this girl and I say, is she trans? Would it tell me?
That's a good
No.
question.
Now, can you watch YouTube on it?
No, you can't watch
So-
videos. You can't watch videos on the Ray-Ban ones, but there are
they-
some where you can.
They got a more expensive pair that has a built-in screen, but the standard pairs don't have a screen on them.
Yeah, because that's what
Yeah,
I'm looking. If I find something that I could be sitting here or sitting in the back and laying there in bed and be watching the YouTube and stuff or whatever on it, you know, or Instagram
Well, then
or
just
something
get some
like
radios if you want something to watch movies and shit on.
that. Yeah.
The only trouble with them is you have to have them plugged in because there's no power supply
Yeah.
built into them. They have to be plugged into whatever it is you're streaming from.
Yeah, because I was looking
Shot.
at the
I
Ray
don't
Bans,
have
but
an
I
issue with
can't
that.
justify it.
There are a
Yeah.
lot more out. There are a lot more of them that have come out now, other than the Ray-Bans.
But the only thing is when you're kind of dicking around with no-name brands, it's kind of hit or miss, you know? You might
Right.
find a gym or you might find something that's like half-asses everything. You really
Well,
got to look
Samsung-
online and see what people are reviewing and see what some
Sam-
good reviews
I'm
are.
calling
Samsung-
Adorama. Be right back.
Okay, Samsung are bringing one out that runs off Google and Android, and it's got the Snapdragon processor in it.
Yeah, that's going to be like fucking $1,000.
It's about 600, I think.
Close enough.
There,
Close enough.
there are other ones that range from like $50 or $60 upwards that don't have cameras, just have the AI built in.
And at that price, they better have extra lenses you can buy to replace lenses when they get scratched and shit.
Oh, you
That
can,
kind of
you can,
price.
you can buy it. I've already changed the lenses in mine. I got them with clear lenses in, and I bought a pair of transition lenses so that it turns them into sunglasses when you're outside.
Yeah, I'd like that. I like the transitions.
And it took about 2 minutes to change the lenses over.
Yeah, if I bought them, I'd want regular glasses in them so I could see.
You can get prescription lenses as well, but you're talking a couple of hundred for a pair of prescription lenses.
Yeah, you got to
That's
go
what I
take them
thought.
in and get them fitted and all that.
No, you just send your prescription into the company and they send you the lenses out already and you swap them over.
That's what I thought.
I'm sure you can
Lance.
go to an eye doctor and get them whenever you get new glasses. And just do them through them. But you're probably going to pay a lot more by doing it that way.
Yeah.
But your insurance will cover some of it too, though. Whatever your amount is, usually $100 or $200 that they'll cover. As a
Check out
cost.
that win. Check out that
They
win.
will
Man, look at that win.
they will also do live translation. So you can set it to translate. Somebody can talk to you in a foreign language and your glasses will translate it and play it into your ear.
But the only problem with that is how do you talk back to the person?
Well, you can talk back and it will write what you're saying on your
On their
phone
phone. Oh, okay.
so that you can just show them the phone. Or if they've got a pair, it'll translate but on theirs as well. So
Oh, dude, I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and some guy was with his buddies, and they're overseas, and only one of them knew how to speak the native language there. So he wrote
Yeah.
them out some like cards to read to the locals, And one of them he put on there, he goes, I want to make love to a donkey. He kept repeating it, and the reaction of these people when he said it, they were like, what? He asked probably about 20 people that phrase before his friend finally came forward and said, yeah.
You don't want to say that anymore.
It also attaches to Apple Music, Amazon Music, and Spotify.
Shit.
And it'll do Google Maps, but it won't show you the picture. It'll just read the directions through you as you're walking.
Does Amazon Prime give you free music?
You what?
Yeah, Amazon Prime. If you have Prime, you get the music.
That's great. He knows.
Yeah.
Hey,
You'd be surprised how many apps you actually have that probably offer free music. Like Amazon,
Without glasses, too.
if you got YouTube Premium, they give you free. You can use the music app for free
Yeah.
without any like commercials or anything like that. And you can save like you can download all your music right to your phone, so you don't have to have internet connection to listen to it. I use the YouTube one. I don't ever use Amazon Music. I just use YouTube because I'm on YouTube most of the time anyway. So that's the one subscription I definitely get my money's worth out of.
when I was a teen, when I was a teacher back in the day, I put on. I would go to YouTube and then pick an artist, play that, and then of course it would change every once. Sometimes I had commercials.
What is all that noise, Lance? Are you in the car?
He's walking.
Wind. It is
Yeah, it's
very
hard.
windy.
It's really hard to hear you. You're breaking up really bad.
Yeah, and
the
I'm
wind.
getting a little further. This is where you guys lost me yesterday. So you'll probably get me back here in a minute, but it's really windy today. I mean, really windy. It's Joe Trompetor windy.
Yeah, it's windy. I'm not using that one. Here's that one.
Yeah, you guys will probably get me here in a minute. Can you not hear me at all?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can.
And I'm probably
It's almost like you.
Yeah, it's really windy today, but nice and cool.
Come on.
If you look at the Today Show and they do the weather, we're the only green spot on the whole map. Everyone else is red and orange. So, Mark, what did you think of Fox winning it?
Glasses might have gone out.
Have you guys completely lost me, or can you hear me?
No, we could hear you. His glasses may have went out.
Oh, that's right. He's got those meta glasses now, doesn't he?
All right.
Yeah.
Those are cool. You ever think of getting those, Joe? Justin?
I can't justify them.
I honestly don't think I would use them enough to justify the price.
Yeah. What are they, about $250 still?
About 300 for the base pair.
$359, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just for the base pair. If you want, like, they have like a couple more fancy versions of it, and they're a lot more expensive. They go up to like 700 and something like that.
But hey, think of it this way, Joe. You could say every time you put them on, you could say Batman.
You're talking about the Neo 4s. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I tell you what, I ought to talk to Lion. Lion wants to sell his. Probably get a good price.
He upcharges everything. He wanted to sell his 360 for $1 million.
I don't think the Ray Neos have got AI built into them.
No, they
They're
don't.
just they're just basically a screen on your glasses.
Yeah, that's why I can't justify spending $300 for a screen.
It's a big
Does yours
See,
have AI?
those I think I would get a lot more use out of because I would love to be able to sit and watch a movie with a big screen like that. But
Yeah, so it does less that those than
yes,
what Mark has.
it's pretty much just like a screen. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. And Mark's is more of a computer?
It's like an Alexa on your head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it makes
let
you
me
look
argue with her.
handsome, Mark. You look dapper.
Yeah, I've just put them on charge. They were on 15%, and within a couple of minutes, they're now up to 18.
So I told you he probably lost it when he wasn't
Lion
talking.
Fox have the shortest legs you've ever seen, Mark.
I don't know. I think he did well.
He did do well, but his legs compared to his body, I call him Johnny Short Legs.
Yeah.
What was he
But yeah,
doing? What was he
did well.
doing?
Playing golf.
What?
Oh,
Ryan
well,
Fox, he won the Brit. He's
you
a
haven't
New
seen-
Zealander.
You haven't seen Art full length, huh?
No, I haven't.
He's a New Zealander. He won the British Open last weekend. He birdied the last to win it. That was good.
Yeah.
If you get over at Sticks, if you get Art and Bob Dempsey walking together next to a pool table, you don't see them.
No.
So, Joe, you gonna fly today?
I flew already.
Again?
I went out. I might go later.
Loser.
I'm gonna check the news. Yeah, I'm gonna check the news at noon and see if the waves are getting any worse or if it's flooding. I want to get some flooding, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
that'd be cool.
I'm about halfway finished with these pictures, and I am taking so much time on these.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like doing it.
22%.
I
Well,
gotta
like I
have
said,
them finished by tomorrow.
This is
So-
your last season. Taking
Might be.
advantage, right?
I was thinking of that while I was taking them the other day. This is it.
Exactly.
I got
Morning.
one family, they graduate next year, not this year, and they're telling
Yeah.
me, please stay until he graduates. I said, maybe.
That's
I
what
can't
my-
guarantee it.
That's what my little girl golfer who shot a 69 at state. She said, Cadena, you can't leave yet. I'm going to be a senior next year. My parents want you to do my senior picture. I want to take your book with you one last time. I mean, she was pretty distraught. Sorry.
She got 69 gross.
Yes. 69 girls. Just outstanding. And she was third best golfer on our team. We took first in state this year. And she had the best score of the, I don't know, I think of the 4 days they had to play. She was the low score of the entire state.
What was it? Is it about 22?
She wasn't the lowest of the 4 days total, but she had the low score for of the tournament, if you know what I mean. No one else shot a 69.
Is it a past 72 course as well?
Yeah, they played somewhere in Spokane. I think it might have been Indian Canyon, I forget. Well, but she took me freshman, sophomore, and junior year. She took me twice sometimes. There were about 4 or 5 kids that did that. It took me a couple times every.
One of the girls in the Evian Open shot a 60 last week or the week before.
Uh-huh.
I think it was one of the Koreans. She had a putt for a 59 on the last.
Okay, so look at these flags right here. I'm going to turn the camera. This is the cabin in front of mine. Those suckers are straight out.
Yeah, they're turning.
And at this time yesterday, it was probably 85 degrees. It's probably 60 right now.
It was saying 29 gusting to 40 on the lakefront. when I went out this morning.
So
And
the
it's-
house with the pond.
It's probably more than that right now because my trees here are moving now and they weren't moving out. They weren't moving when I left.
That's the house for 1.2 million. I just. I don't know if they're good. And their septic is broken. Actually, it's not broken. You can't park in the parking lot. So there's no parking at that camp. You gotta park down the street. University of Washington flag right here. Go Huskies. Are you still hearing my wind? So Justin, grilling or barbecue?
What?
Grilling or barbecue?
What do you mean? Like, what do I call it?
Barbecue.
I actually, if I'm referring to like going to hang out with people at a cookout, I'll say barbecue. If I'm just talking about making dinner on the barbecue, I'll just say I want to grill. I'll use both terms.
Fair enough. Consider you only half a loser, or at least David would. Hey, where is David?
England lost. What do you expect?
No, he's not.
Yeah.
I think he's not been feeling so good.
He hasn't been feeling well.
Well, between all of that and all the drama that happened like a week and a half ago, I don't think he wanted to be around any of that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And England losing didn't help.
You know, they shouldn't have
Hey.
beat Mexico, but they should have beat Argentina.
Regardless if they won or not, you should be proud your team made it that far anyway.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, they absolutely thrashed France though.
Yeah. And one of the few games I watched, not the few games I watched a lot, but one of the few that the team that dominated lost, and that was the Mexico-England game. Mexico absolutely dominated that game.
Mm.
But then Argentina was dominated almost throughout the tournament and won all the way up to
Yeah,
the end.
until Spain beat them in the final. Yeah.
And that I thought Argentina was going to come back and beat them. You know, I thought,
Yeah, but
geez.
Argentina had to play with only 10 men in the extra time, so
Yeah,
there's better players sent off.
U.S. had to do that in their second or third game.
Yeah, something like that.
They won, and they won that game. In fact, they scored a goal with 10 guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, that doesn't happen very often, for sure. But there's a lot of ruckus about how Argentina played. You guys said that.
Well, Argentina, even with the 10 guys, they had a couple of chances and they didn't do it. You know?
Yeah.
A couple of big chances.
But I don't know if this is just clickbait Facebook stuff, but they're saying Argentina's a bunch of cheaters. I don't know. I don't know something.
I think Argentina are going to get punished for all that crap they did showing the Falklands posters.
So, Joe, what year was it that Justin fixed his mom's car?
Uh-huh.
It's when I first started watching Paul's Station.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
No.
Probably about 18 months or so.
Hey, Justin, what did you have to do to your mom's car?
He's ignoring us. So Paul, how many trips you get today?
He's not there either. Paul's trying to find out from Adorama how to turn on the strobe.
No, he's phoning up to see where his other one is.
So I have strobes that have little, they're almost like, what do you call that? Hair ties, but they're tiny. They're like fit around your finger. There's two clips on the back of the light, and you clip them on the legs of the drone. And they're cheap. They're like,
Yeah, that's
you
what I
get
thought
like
he was
four
getting.
for $30 or something. And then you can clip them on your legs. You know, the first night you have to have one on top, but during the day, if he's worried about seeing the drone, I don't really pay much attention to the lights on the drone when I'm flying in the day. But Paul would have to do that because the drone's so small. Do you pay attention to your lights?
Nope.
No, I just know that I can see the drone out there in the distance, and I don't know that I can actually see the lights against the white sky. Now at nighttime, they're very helpful, very helpful. But again, with all the minis, the lights turn off. Take photos just fine, finding the lights stay on. Too close. Stay on the video. What happens? They take a picture in between the blink of the lights, so you don't see it. So DJI is smart enough to do that. Program yes.
Oh,
And a buddy of mine, Green Bay Packers announcer with Paul Horney, his name is Tim Hunt. He announced in the 80s, right out of college.
I'm jumping off. I'll catch y'all later.
yep.
Mhm.
He's up, he lives in Chicago. He's up, he's in
Barely hear you, Lance.
You don't hear me? Hear me
Yeah,
now?
barely.
So anyway, Tim Hunt is there today. He's leaving today. We didn't go. I said, because he's got to face something. Residential. Justin.
Yeah, Justin just left.
Justin's.
I'm into the juniors. Where's the first junior? Yeah.
Picnic table. Floating
Yeah.
picnic table.
Yeah, you showed us that.
They pull that in after the summer. The whale watching. He posts stuff on whales often. And I asked if I could meet up with him. He said, sure. And he kind of ghosted me. He says, hey, my daughter and grandkids are up, and I'm not feeling well because of the heat, maybe next time. But what I did is I asked him a couple of buddies of mine. And they said,
Yeah, you're really low now. Who's up there with you? Is your daughter up there with you? Yeah.
Boyfriend's favorite.
She got a boyfriend again?
She does. Sebastian. How fairy is that? Sorry.
Is that the one that she met second one?
Yeah, that's the one she met. He's in Arizona State. So
Yeah.
she broke up with his boyfriend.
Yeah, I thought she had broke up with him. She got back with him, huh?
No. This is another kid. So the original was Jack.
The one you like is gone.
The one I like is that my wife said just the other day. I miss Jack. He was such a nice kid. My daughter doesn't know what he had. You know, he opened doors. He walked her to the door at night. He rang the doorbell as opposed to honk the horn. She has another boyfriend who honks the horn. I'm gonna come in my shot.
Maybe she wanted somebody to honk the horn because she wanted a bad boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give her a back. And what else? Before I punch him, I'll say, do you know Joe Promotor?
I had that one boyfriend that my daughter had that I told him, I said, I'm about to shoot you.
Yeah, so
I
it shows
did.
how quick.
Oh, we had the police coming. I said, I'm gonna shoot you before they get here.
Shows how quick they charge up. They're now on 60%.
Yeah, it was the night that we went. I had to go get my daughter because she was over outside his house yelling at him because he had another girl in the house. And he didn't break up with her, he just had another girl in the house, an old girlfriend. And my daughter was freaking out about it. And I went out there and he come walking out with a baseball bat when I was standing there. And I pulled my gun. I said, I'm gonna just shoot you. I said, I don't have to deal with this shit again. I said, I'm done with you. And police came up and he said, he threatened to shoot me. The police looked over at him and said, well, you had a baseball bat in your hand. Did you threaten to shoot me? I told him if he kept coming with that baseball bat, I was just going to shoot him. I wouldn't have to deal with his shit anymore. They told my daughter, leave this kid alone. He's bad. He's a bad kid. He's always doing drugs. And they told out in the street, told him all of that. You need to go home with your dad and leave this kid alone. And my buddy said, you were going to shoot him? I said, if he'd have took another step, I probably would have shot him in his knee. He started laughing. They ain't never told me shit. I had my gun on my side.
Justin left?
Yeah, he left.
Because I need some help with my computer again.
Oh, we had to call him.
He doesn't answer my calls.
One ringy dingy, two ringy dingy. So Mark, you can charge your glasses while they're on your head.
Yeah, he charges him in his case. It doesn't take long.
Yeah.
Did you figure out the strobe?
Well, I call them, they want me to return it. And are you there, Justin? They
No,
sent me
oh.
an email to return the strobe, but you have to print it and my printer doesn't work. What do you suggest?
Take it to a is it UPS? Take it to the UPS store. They'll
Yes,
scan your phone.
yes.
They'll scan your phone and package it up in the whole 9 yards, Paul. And it won't cost you anything.
Well, like I, not too far away from me, I've got a store that handles all kinds of shipping store.
They
Need
might.
U-
If
UPS.
it's a UPS label, you want to bring it to UPS.
Yeah, but I don't know if they can pull that up.
Because
You're low, Justin. Turn up your mic.
the UPS store is about 5 miles away.
Oh, he's on the phone.
That's why I was asking.
I don't know. You have to call them up and ask them if they can look up the label for you.
Okay, because their suggestion is to call somebody, have them print it, and send it to me. Then I can put it on the box and return it. But
Your easiest bet would go to just run to the UPS store and show them.
UPS and do it through the UPS store. But I don't know. Call the UPS store and ask them if they can print out the label for you.
Justin can't help you with this. You just need to go to the UPS store, show them your email. They'll print it out and package it up.
okay, all right. If I have a problem, I'll call you back, Justin. All right, bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off because I gotta get this stuff finished.
So what are you gonna do, Paul?
I guess I got to go to the UPS store, but what I probably should have done was taken a picture of that on my phone, right?
Well, yeah, if you got an email, it's on. I get a picture of it on your phone, and go to the UPS store. They can probably look it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they'll
because it's a
scan the
UPS
phone.
label, so they'll be able to pull a label up and print it.
Yeah.
So,
It'll probably have a QR code.
yeah, but I'm gonna jump. I gotta do some stuff. I gotta get this finished.
Okay, Joe. See ya.
Later.
How many shifts you fly today, Paul?
Just the one. Here's my question.
Here's my answer.
If I take a picture of this and go out to the UPS store because it gives a tracking number and everything, can they take care of that?
Yes. The answer to that is yes.
Is it a QR code on the email, Paul?
Do you see
Your
the shipping
return
label?
label is available to print or scan. Tracking number, and it gives me a tracking number. Print your label at home or bring this barcode to the UPS location.
Yeah.
There you go. Bring the barcode. Usually when you say print, it opens up all the UPS information. You take a picture of that. You're returning? What are you returning, Paul?
What's that?
What are you returning?
It's a little strobe light.
Just tried to charge it. It doesn't come on.
It doesn't. When I plug it in, it comes up with a green light saying it's charged. When I try to use it, it goes to red and flashes and turns off. So when I told them at Adorama, they said just return it, and they canceled. The second one was canceled.
Hold the button. So when you hit that button, hold it.
Yeah, I held the button and it didn't work.
Okay. I think the button should work. It's like that times that.
Pitch.
So the firehouse or is it the off grid? I have a computer. I'll send you a link of the ones that I bought that strap on the legs of the drone. They're easy to, they're, you weren't here when I was talking about it, but they're little small, what I would call girls' hair ties. You know how girls, their hair in a body with those elastic bands. You hear me? So the lights come with these little bands that you can strap onto, and there's clips on the back of the lights. You can strap the lights right on the leg. Super easy to do. But you'd have to do it every time because when you fold up, the lights will go away. At least you'll be able to see your lights. Mark, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Did you hear anything I just said?
Say that again.
So I was telling Paul about the rubber bands or the bands for the strobe lights. Paul's not listening or he didn't respond. So I didn't know if you guys heard me.
He's probably concentrating, trying to get himself to take a photograph of that QR code. Well, I'll put my glasses back on now, and they're at 80%. No, we're not catching a lot of that.
How much for your glasses? How much for your glasses?
I can't hear you, Lance. You're there, but the background noise is overpowering your voice. Your audio's not coming through, but we can still hear all the noise.
How much are your glasses?
They were £285.
What's that US?
Hang on. Echo, what's £285 in dollars? About 380.
390?
80.
380?
Yeah, but I think they're actually cheaper than that over there. I think they're only about 300.
Okay, because I was going to say, they saw you coming.
Oh, they go a lot more expensive than that. But they've got 5 microphones, 4 speakers. The camera, and there's an indicator light on the front of them that comes on when you're recording, so that you can't record in secret.
They have an orange tint.
No, it's a white indicator light on the front.
What color are the actual glass on the glasses? Clear?
Well, the ones I bought them with were clear. but you can get various different sunglass shades. But I bought a pair of transition lenses and took the clear lenses out and put the transition lenses in, and they were only about, I think it was about £10 for a pair of lenses.
I'm off to the UPS store. Do you want me to close it down? Or do you guys want to keep going?
You can leave it open. We'll leave it for now.
We'll shut her down. Okay.
Yeah, okay.